Prisma Lab seats are keeping me so secure on this hill. I'd be everywhere, but I'm locked in with these. I feel like I'm like being hugged the whole time. And dude, I just got these gloves, so sick. These things with the seat, you can't beat that combo.
We're in Japan.
Japan! The tour has begun. We go to 3 track days on this tour. We got Meihan, Bihoku, and TKL. Then we're going to take you to up garages. We're going to go check out awesome workshops like Rocket Bunny, Trial, you name it, we got it. You know what? It's going to be jam-packed. We're also going to take this tour to Ebisu for a 7-day add-on to the November tour. And we're going to be hanging doors with guys like Adam LC, people from Aussie, everybody you've ever wanted to see. I think there's even going to be some sneaky Drift Masters guys there. And Ryusei is coming in for a pop too. And you know it's going to be all recorded like a documentary, so you can see what we're doing here on tour by the one and only Ben down the street. So, are you wondering why you haven't joined this tour? Because I am too. So come and do some skids with us and change your life.
These Prisma Lab seats are keeping me so secure on this hill. I'd be everywhere, but I'm locked in with these. I feel like I'm like being hugged the whole time. And dude, I just got these gloves, so sick. These things with the seat, you can't beat that combo.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 7 of the Ultimate Drifting Challenge. Get ready for an adrenaline-fueled showdown as drivers throw down in this 10-round battle for the ultimate prizes. UDC is proudly presented by NRG and Prisma, the leaders in automotive safety, style, and innovation. From racing seats and harnesses to steering wheels and accessories beyond, NRG and Prisma Labs are keeping our drivers locked in and ready to send it out here today at Apple Valley Speedway. You can't miss that shiny chrome so fine printable vinyl. Sorry, we've got 2 cars getting sent out on track. We've got in the lead Hector Nunez, and in the chase we've got Abraham Saloom coming in. Hector with a nice big flick into that first zone. We've got a orange S14 with the JZ and a JZX 100 in the chase. You don't see many of those out here in the United States yet. Love the style of that red JZX 100. Lined up next, we've got that white BMW E30, that big American flag flying behind Eric Kegney. And next to him in line, I can't see that other car from where I'm sitting. It looks like it might be Austin, but we shall see. Drivers are on grid. What's up, chat? How are we doing? Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. Greatly appreciate the support and watching the live stream, seeing these drivers out here, and a nice flick initiation into this first outer zone. Very shallow, both cars missing that zone, transitioning in OZ2 now. Again, shallow, missing OZ2, bogging out, clutch kick, clutch kick, clutch kick. He's very gripped up. Unfortunately, missing those first couple of zones, extending out, filling that last zone, coming in straight down the straightaway. They're going to loop back around and get staged back up. So if you are unfamiliar with the Ultimate Drifting Challenge, this is your first time watching, don't know the format, basically think of it as a Matsuri-based competition. We've got 235 today running. We got 2 run groups, Group A and Group Z. This is Group A currently. Drivers have 5 battles per run group, and as long as they keep their cars out on track and they, they don't break their stuff, they keep tires on it, they can participate in each of their 5 battles for 5 points per battle. Then as we get into finals, points reset, and the finalists battle down into the last session. In the lead, we've got Austin Russo in that gray 350Z, Eric Hegney in the chase in that white BMW E30, coming out swinging. We are running a reversed layout here at Apple Valley Speedway today, which is honestly a bit tricky. I rode along with Elliot Wright in his GT86 earlier, and it's kind of surprised me. The entry is very fun. You can kind of gain some speed on that back straightaway, but then as you're transitioning from outer zone 1 into 2, it's a very tight choke, and then it's kind of an awkward extension from outer zone 2 to the first touch and go. So pretty tight technical here. Really the only spot where drivers are getting a lot of speed and momentum and good wheel speed is through the final outer zone, which what would be turn 1 running Apple Valley normally. Lined up, so we've got Eric and Austin. They've now switched positions. They're going to do the second half of their battle, and let's see how these guys throw down. Coming in through that momentum zone there, now initiating across the start point. Eric with the e-brake entry, Austin following suit right behind him. Eric filling that first OZ pretty well from my point of view. Shallow missing OZ2, coming in now across that first touch and go and transitioning into the final zone there. Austin with a little bit of a kind of a bob and delay there through that last zone, but still following suit and looking good for both drivers. And so that box there through the before that last zone, we've got 2 interclips. There's an X in the middle of the course from outer zone 2 to interclip 1. That X is not a zone necessarily. However, it's more of a reference point for the drivers. Ideally, they want their cars positioned, front tires kind of at the X so that they're not too shallow coming into the first touch and go. Up next, in that purple S13, we've got Peyton S13 in the lead and Rocco in the chase. Yeah, Peyton Smith in the purple KAT S13 leading, going in a rowdy exit there through that last zone, and Rocco Piazza in that 350Z in the chase. I heard from Rocco and his crew earlier that he's been battling some car issues throughout the day yesterday and coming into today. Cars kind of intermittently cutting power. It's like I don't know if it's in a limp mode necessarily, but he's saying the car doesn't feel 100%, doesn't have 100% power. He's having to really clutch kick it a lot to try to maintain that wheel speed and kind of somewhat stay in the power band. So hopefully he doesn't struggle too hard throughout the day today. Maybe they get it. Maybe they already got it cleared up. I don't know. Hopefully they do get it fixed.
Yep.
Hopefully all goes well for them into competition. Now Rocco with a nice wide outside line to that first zone transitioning. Oh, Peyton clipping the bumper with a pass. Getting spicy. What was that? Rocco, see, having an issue with the car, kind of shut down. Peyton taking advantage of that with the burst pass through the second outer zone. Getting spicy with it. Love to see some aggression like that. Yeah, Rocco unfortunately straightening out, bogging down, missing that second OZ. That is most likely going to be a 0 from him from the judges. And up next in the green S14, we've got Hunter Villanueva. And next to him in line, let's see, we've got black and orange 350Z. Who is in that? Let's see, looking at my driver's list. Is that Cameron Brown? I think I've narrowed it down. Maybe that's Cameron Brown in that black and orange 350Z with the white and orange wheels. And yes, that is Cameron Brown in the lead. In the chase. Bit of an inconsistent lead run there from Cameron. Hopefully he can clean it up in the chase. Despite the kind of bobbles and hiccups, it was looking like Hunter was doing a good, smooth chase line. And for reference for how these judges are judging, lead drivers are judged based off of angle, style, speed, and how they are filling the zone.
What do you think, Mikey? Should I move?
Course. Chase drivers are being judged, you know, based off of course, style, angle, and speed, but more so how they are mimicking the lead driver. So if the lead driver is offline and the chase driver is just doing exactly what the lead driver is doing, the chase driver is not going to get dinged for not being online, but they will get dinged for not mirroring what the lead driver is doing. Obviously, if the lead driver is putting down a botched run and the chase driver, you know, sees that, maintains a little distance, and does a good job of maintaining fluidity and filling those zones, the chase driver is going to gain, you know, a better standing from doing so.
Am I on FPV shop?
Good morning,
Yeah,
chat. How are we guys doing? Let's see some comments. That last run is going to end up being a tie down, so each driver is going to get 2 points for that run.
Tell me when to stop.
And coming up next, we've got 2 drivers on grid. We've got a cop car, Crown Vic. We've got the ACP S14. Jace Tolbert in that ACP S14.
How's that?
And I am blanking so hard. I know you. Russell Ortega. There you go. It's going to take me a minute to get the flow of names today. A little rusty. Jace flicking in. Nice angle into that second OZ. A little short missing the zone, but looking good through the first touch and go. Transitioning into second touch and go there. Looking good. Pushing out into that last outer. Aside from OZ2, from my point of view, Jace in the lead there did a phenomenal job of executing the course. And I want to see some comments in the chat of, you know, who are you guys rooting for? Where are you guys from? Where are you tuning in from? How'd you hear about UDC? Thank you for supporting. If you haven't checked out the social medias, check out Ultimate Drifting Challenge on Instagram. We've got Facebook, www.udc.news to the website for merchandise. And into the second half of this battle, we've got that Crown Vic with a faint entry, kind of missing the first outer zone. Chase still in that zone in the chase. Doing a good job of a careful chase run, still maintaining drift despite Russell kind of falling out there before the first touch and go, and also kind of falling out of drift there through the last OZ. And waiting to hear from the judges who won this battle. I'm going to assume that it was Jace. And yes, from the judges' point of view, Jace is going to get the win for this battle.
Yeah, I've got this thing shoulder rigged.
Got a very fast-paced competition going out today. Again, if you were unfamiliar, think about it as like a Matsuri almost, where we've got 2 run groups and 2 different sessions for each run group. Driver's going to come out, do 5 battles. They can get up to 5 points per battle if they win. If it is a tie up, each driver will get 5 points if they both put on a bitchin' run, and we don't do one more times. However, if they both have a sloppy run and it's kind of indistinguishable, then they will get 2 points per. Drivers are allocated 5 battles with a maximum of 25 points per session, which then dictates their standings into the finals. And we've got that gray 350Z in the lead with that beautiful red JZX in the chase there. Mr. Caputo in the lead, and Abraham in the chase.
There's too much glare out here, and I'm looking through the viewfinder, and I can't see fucking shit.
Up next on grid after the second half of this battle, we're gonna have Eric Kegney and Hector Nunez.
Oh yeah, they do.
Now into the second half of this battle, that JDM legend, that JZX 100 in the lead, Z in the chase there with a nice little faint entry, flipping into his first outer zone, kissing those tires into that zone, transitioning now, kind of missing OZ2. Let's see if he pushes out well. Oh, dirt dropping, there we go. Hitting touch and go 1, transitioning touch and go 2, pushing that now into the final outer zone. Oh, this is a very snappy, tight, concise layout we're running today, allowing for quick battles and good momentum. So Ashley, with the judging, the lead driver is going to be gaining their points and judged based off of how they are filling the zones. As you can hopefully see from the drone point of view, we've got boxes out on track to where they're trying to position the rear tires of the car. Oh, and side note, the red JZX 100 from the previous battle is going to take the win. We've got Hunter and Eric in the lead, or in the next battle here. Lead drivers are judged based off of how they're positioning the vehicles into each outer zone on track, maintaining good angle and proximity to those zones. As you can see, Hector will be transitioning into OZ2, stuff those tires in, kind of dipping out, so we might lose a couple points for that zone. Pushing into this first inner clip there, transitioning now into the last zones here. And then, you know, lead driver is just setting the precedent for the run. Chase driver isn't necessarily judged based off of how they're putting the car in the zones, but more so how well they are mimicking the lead driver. So if that lead car is offline, running shallow, not a lot of angle, not filling the zones very well, the chase driver isn't necessarily going to be expected to put down an amazing run behind them. They're more so, you know, wanting to just mirror what that lead car is doing to the best of their ability. And you know, we've got lead and chase. The drivers then switch positions and run the course back without stop route. We don't do a stop start here. We maintain that momentum, hence the kind of similar layout to where we're just hot lapping throughout the day. And into the second half of the battle, we've got Eric in that white BMW in the lead, Hector in that orange S14 in the chase with some good proximity through that last zone. Eric sticking them out nice and wide. Hector with a pass at the very end coming across the finish line.
I'm like, what the fuck am I focusing on?
And we've got 2 run groups. So we've got run group A, which is out here currently. We've got run group Z. So run group A will come out. Each driver gets 5 battles per run. And then, so we'll run run group A. We'll have a little bit of a break. Maybe, I don't even know if we're gonna do a break. Probably just send run group Z out. And then run group Z will go out and do their 5 battles. And so let's say we've got a driver in run group A. They come out, they win each of their 5 battles in the first session, they get 25 points. They go out into the second session, they win each of their battles, they get another 25 points. They're stacked, right? They basically won going into finals. We have a lot of drivers today. I believe we're at like 30 drivers for the day. As we get into finals, I think we're gonna do top 16, maybe 20 drivers. I'll have to get clarification on how many people are going to get sent to the finals. But as we get into finals, we maintain the same format to where each driver gets 5 battles, but the points essentially reset to where they're then battling again to get those 25 points that they can win each of their battles, and that'll dictate finals.
You know, it's only just my data getting fucking corrupted. that's only, I don't know,
And
15 feet away.
we've got Mr. Chester. No, sorry, that is Rocco now switching positions in the lead. And we've got Austin in the chase. It's kind of hard to keep track of all these gray and silver 350Zs out here. Rocco was fighting some car problems earlier. Based on him off of his chase run, he had great proximity coming in. Good power, looks like. Look at that. Filling all of outer zone 1, transitioning, pushing out nice and wide, hitting outer zone 2, kind of falling out a little bit, but he's going to do a great extension there into this first touch and go, transitioning. Austin on his tail there. Good mimicry, kind of bobbling out through that last outer zone. I've seen Austin do that a couple times now, but Rocco looking very solid with his chase run and lead right there. It's looking like he may have ironed out those gremlins he was talking about earlier in the day today. And Rocco is going to take the win for that battle. So congratulations, Rocco. Hopefully the car doesn't give you more issues throughout the day today.
You're gonna take that, Rick? Fight back. Yeah, bro.
And we've got Peyton in the lead in that purple S13, and Hunter in the chase in that green S14. So Nissan on Nissan action. The lead car has a Turbo KAT, Turbo KA in it, and chase car, I believe it sounds like a London. They come across the finish line there, looping back around. I want to take a second to give a big shout out to our partners and sponsors that have come on board with the Ultimate Drifting Challenge series, you know, supporting the series, allowing us to come out here and do this, and also giving incentives to our drivers, prizes, and whatnot, supporting the series this year. So we've got Cage Kits, So Fine USA, Race Club Fabrication, Low Eye Media, Cat Daddy Tuning, Society, Drift Japan, Prisma Labs, NRG, Vitor Tires, Sestino Tires, and Zek Nova, as well as Black Widow Exhaust, Ignition Speed, TDMI Imports, Street Rivals, J&A Racing Oil, Eagle Motorworks, yeah, there we go. That's our supporters for the season. And we've got that S14 flying off track there. Peyton with a little three-wheel action, looked like, bobbling back and forth throughout the track there. That's unfortunate for Hunter in the chase because he went off course. He is going to take a loss there, and Peyton is going to get the win. So that would be essentially an immediate win for Peyton, seeing how, you know, the other car went off course, gets a 0.
Yeah, you really do.
As soon as, you know, I want to say I personally think 2 wheels off, and that's a 0. Some series they do 3 wheels off. I can't quite remember how we're judging it here. I'm not a judge, but if I were to be judging, I'd say 2 wheels off, and that's a 0.
Snoop is like, we're stealing your shit for our live stream.
And Russell in the lead in that Crown Victoria, looking a bit shallow through, but maintaining drift. At least he's keeping it sideways, and we've got Cameron Brown in that 350Z in the chase. Now, Russell did mention yesterday on his Instagram story that he's been fighting some issues with that car. He wasn't sure if he was going to end up driving today, and he is, you know, obviously out here trying to throw down some laps. Hopefully he can figure out what is going on and iron out these wrinkles and, you know, get some more consistent battles in. But at least he's here. Despite the issues, he's still trying to get some points.
Yeah. Michael, Snoop hasn't told me anything yet.
Unlike some of you guys at home that should definitely go and sign up for some next rounds. We've got Utah Tailgate coming up in September. We've got Medford at Affinity Circuit coming up as well. Colorado. We're no longer doing Villains. Villains ended up getting rescheduled and moved to Medford to Affinity Circuit. And
Hey, Snoop.
Cameron, sorry, looking at my
What do you
driver's
think
list.
about
There's some
me
new
moving
drivers
over here?
here, and I'm trying to. It's hard to remember with all the cars. I got like a list of 30 cars here.
What do you
that
think
I'm trying
about
to
me
go
moving
through.
over here?
Cameron Brown is going to take the win for that battle.
If anything.
Yeah.
Jace in that lead in the S14 and in that
put
gray
yourself
350Z.
on, like, where that white Jeep is, the third one,
See, I
and look down this way.
I'm so sorry to the driver. I'll get it figured out. Give me like until the next stream today. I'm trying to read the name tag on the door. Caputo? I'm not even seeing his name on the list that I have here. What the heck, baby? Come on, man. How are we doing today, chat? Let's hear some feedback. We got 20 of y'all in here watching. I want to see some comments. Who are you rooting for to take the win today? We've got 235 today. Yesterday we had 215. If you're unfamiliar with that, basically essentially the one regulation that UDC has for competition is that we've got a 215 tire series. So if you want to come drive 215, you cannot have larger than a 215 millimeter wide tire. We run that yesterday on Friday, the first day. Second day is 235. You cannot run larger than a 235 series tire. However, there is no treadwear restriction. So you could run out as grippy of a tire as you want, as long as it is a 215 millimeter. And some great proximity by Jace in the chase there. That car is looking clean. And sorry, it is... Okay, it is an S14. For a second, I'm trying to figure out the front end. Is it like an Odiva front end? Or is there a Sylvia front end on that S14? And Jace is going to end up taking the win in the black 240 SX.
Fuck, this is just
terrible. Up next, we're going to have some European on JDM action coming in. We've got that JZX 100, Mr. Abraham in the lead. And in the chase, we've got Eric Kegney, that big American flag, flying, blowing in the wind. I've always wondered, like, chasing him, if it's an aid or a hindrance chasing a car with a big flag like that, because you could almost use the flag as a reference for how much angle you should have as a chase driver and how much angle he has. Because, like, you could just basically follow the line, follow the path of the flag to know, how much angle to throw into each corner chasing the car. Or it could mess up your visibility and you could not see. I don't know. Anyone know who won the first round of battles? I was in the pit. Let me look through my text messages. I've got one of the judges texting me. So, 10:23 a.m. We've got Rocco took a win, and then 10:25 the second battle we have a tie down. Then we've got Jace taking a win. We've got Mr. Abraham on that JZX 100 taking a win. We've got Eric, Rocco, Peyton, Orange 350Z, and then Jace. So it's looking like so far Jace and Rocco both have 2 wins.
Your packets are still good?
And Eric is going to take the win for that battle against Abraham in the JZX 100. Announcer audio is pretty quiet. Thank you, Austin. Maybe I just need to eat the mic. I'll hold it up to my mouth instead of holding it down low. Austin, also, why aren't you here today?
Right.
Where are you? I was expecting to give you a very big hug today. Maybe even a kiss on the cheek if you're lucky.
I will shoot.
Jace's S14 is a 1.5 JZ. Sick.
Into this. Yeah, I'll shoot into this.
You are welcome, Ashley. Thank you, Kelly, for
I
the
have now
information.
become the inner clip.
And up next, we've got Hector in the lead in that orange S14 and Mr. Rocco in the chase in that 350Z. Both drivers flicking in that first outer zone, doing a great job of filling it there. Rocco diving in on transition, getting some good proximity through this second OZ. Hector with kind of a big slowdown there through that second OZ. I saw a nice handbrake pull, and it really choked up Rocco in the chase, and then Hector was able to just kind of power out into that first touch and go, but it definitely bogged Rocco down, at least from my point of view. Austin, were you having issues with the Miata yesterday? I saw on your story that you ended up driving an E36 for some battles. Can you fill me in, baby? What happened?
Damn,
I hope everything's
Mr.
okay.
Record, bro.
You were asleep. Oh, you were a sleepy guy this morning. You overslept. Come on now, dude. I was up at 3 o'clock this morning. I left my house at 3:30 and bombed out here. Rocco in the lead with a nice big flick to angle. Hector in the chase, not as much angle there, but getting some good proximity for the most part. Rocco getting aggressive, trying to maintain that wheel speed. I heard him clutch kick like 4 different times on transition into the second OZ. And Hector sucking in with some great proximity through that last zone there, getting very aggressive. Now it's looking like Hector nearly straightened out coming into OZ2 in the chase there. So we'll see what the judges have to say on who is going to take the win. Justin, if you're watching the stream, you should come over here to the track and you should come sit in the seat over here and come yap with me on camera. I want to drag you on camera. If you're not watching the stream, then you suck. I'm going to send you a text message because I saw you text me. Come here. And so up next, we've got Austin LaRusso in the lead in that 350Z. We've got Peyton Smith. Is Smith your last name? And Hector in the orange S14 is going to take the win for that previous battle against Rocco. Sweet, Justin, you are coming. I'll see you soon. Peyton in the lead in that KAT S13 hatch, and Austin in the chase in that VQ 350Z. Austin said he was kind of fighting some gremlins as well. He just threw on a PBM angle kit, did an alignment before coming out here, but his steering rack was not centered, so he had way more angle on one wheel than the other, and the car was kind of binding up and driving unpredictably. Said that he recentered his steering rack, I want to say yesterday or this morning maybe, I'm not too sure, but got the steering rack recentered, did an eyeball alignment on the car, and he's obviously out here on track looking pretty decent so far from what I've seen. Hopefully the car is driving well enough for him today, and he gets some good points and gets some good battles. And a quick shout out, thank you to all the hardworking teams behind the scenes supporting Ultimate Drifting Challenge, allowing us to come out and do this, all the media out on track, taking photos and videos of the drivers, all the crew out here. Thank you live stream, everybody. Thank you media, thank you judges, thank you everyone. I appreciate you greatly, we appreciate you greatly. Austin in the lead there, Phil in that zone, dirt dropping, flying dirt everywhere, flinging dirt everywhere. Transitioning, I can't even see, oh, and he spins. And Peyton passes him behind. Oh, man. What the heck, man? What is going on? See, like I said, he's fighting some gremlins there. Hopefully he can get it figured out. Peyton is going to take the win. We're going to pull the stream back up so I can see. I'm blind. I usually have a live feed next to me, so I can see whether or not I'm on camera. Now I have no idea. There's a few second delay on the stream, so I just gotta stay in it. Just gotta yap. Austin, blue second gear, drivetrain locked ups. Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. And Mr. Brown in the lead there in that black and orange 350Z. Hunter Villanueva in the chase in that green S14. Chat, let's get some feedback on the stream. Let's get some comments. How are we doing? How does it look? How does it sound? Questions, comments, concerns, complaints?
Maybe right there.
Comment below. We love feedback here at Ultimate Drifting Challenge. And also, let me know. Let me know if I'm sucking, if I need to do better. Hopefully you guys like the FPV following these drivers around the track. We got some static cams switching around. Obviously, I'm here talking your ears off. Hunter in the lead, nice and deep through that first outer zone from what it looks like from here. Kind of missing OZ2. Let's see if he extends out. Pushes out well into this first touch-and-go transition, touch-and-go 2. Looking good there with those two zones. Chase driver kind of bobbles there. That is going to be a deficit for him in the chase. But Hunter with a solid lead run. It's hard to hear me when they're driving past. Okay, thankfully they only really... Oh yeah, I guess they are driving past through the two zones there. Okay, maybe we can work on that. Thank you for the feedback. And green car is going to take the win. So we've got Mr. Hunter Villanueva with the win on that battle. Up next, Russell Ortego in the lead in that Crown Victoria Cop Car. Lights are on. Instead of chasing people down, he is getting chased currently. And then Mr. Brown, sorry, that's not Mr. Brown. I still don't have a name for that Silver Z. There's like 5 different Silver Zs out here. And he's got a name on the driver's side, but not the passenger side, so I can't even see when he comes around. I will do better, and I will learn your name by the time we do the next session. So my apologies, brother. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. I only know what I'm doing like 60% of the time. 60% of the time works every time.
Whatever. I'll just roll with it for right now.
Austin said, stream is fire. Thank you, sir. We got Eric in the chat. He is on grid.
They're still sliding outside this way. So. That's alright. It's only Russ.
Now into the second half of this battle. 350Z in the lead. Crown Victoria in the chase. The nice flick to angle. Filling all of that zone. Getting aggressive. Dust in the media, guys, almost. Dipping dirt off. But he holds it. He held it. Didn't spin out. No major horrible corrections there. Just as if it didn't even happen coming into the next outer zone. Who knows, maybe he did so well that he might even take the win. We will see. Let's see until I hear back from the judges. And let me check back in on this stuff over here. Let's see. Who do we got next? We've got Jace in the lead. I think the right lane is the lead. Okay, so 350Z is going to take the win despite going off. Judges determined that his 2 runs were better than the Crown Victoria Russell. And we've got that ACP Jace Tolbert in the lead in that Nissan S14 with the 1.5 JZ in it. And if you're unfamiliar with the 1.5 JZ, if you've heard of 1 JZ, you've heard of 2 JZ, basically 2 JZ bottom head, 1 JZ side head. The 1J heads, I think, feel better. And the 2J bottom ends are a bit stronger, obviously more displacement. 1 JZ is only 2.5 liters from factor, if I'm not mistaken. The 2 JZ is about 3 liters. And then we've got Abraham Saloom. Am I saying it right? Saloom? In that red JZX 100. Hopefully I pronounce everyone's names correctly. If not, come find me in the live stream. Hey, Michael. Hey, I got a question. Hey, so after this run group, are they going to immediately send Z group, or are we going to do any sort of an intervention? So we're going to keep the stream going, and am I just going to yap? Okay, cool. So we are nearing the end of our 5 battles per driver here soon, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, we're about 40... Yeah, I guess we're like 30 minutes into this run group, so each driver probably has 2 battles left, I'd want to say. Once this run group is complete, we will do a 5-minute break, which for you guys on the stream, I'm just going to sit here and talk. And so if you guys, leave some comments and can you know, we can chat. We can get to know each other. Okay. Then the Zieg run group is going to stage out on track. We'll do a brief 5-minute break in between, and the next run group will go. We'll maintain this live stream and keep you guys entertained and keep hopefully the carnage to a minimum, but the what's a good word for it? The consistency of runs to a maximum. There we go. Let's keep the carnage to a minimum, the consistency to a maximum.
Pretty good.
And up next we have Eric Kegney, and it looks like Rocco Piazza. Thank you to all 32 of you guys tuning into the stream right now. We appreciate and love you being here and your support. It means so much to us. And also thank you for bearing through listening to me just like sit here and yap my butt off. Hopefully it's not too annoying. I know like sometimes I watch live streams and the announcers they can, not talk enough and it's kind of dead, or they're annoying and it's kind of hard finding that middle ground. So hopefully it's not unbearable listening to me sit here and yap. And we've got Eric Kegney in that white BMW E30 in the lead. Rocco Piazza in that silver 350Z in the chase, entering in nice and wide. Tires are in the zone. Lead driver filling it well. Rocco a little shallow, but maintaining angle, following Eric's line there. I hear clutch kick from that 350Z in the chase, but doing a great job of mimicking the lead driver, and that is what the judges want to see. His transition timing was on point. Eric did a good job of maintaining fluidity through the zones and positioning the car pretty well from my point of view. And Rocco did a great job of following suit there, mimicking that line. Good angle, good flow, and at the end of the day, that's what these drivers are expected to do. In the previous battle, Jace ended up taking the win in the ACP Black S14. Now they have switched positions, coming back in, entering hot. Rocco with a nice snap to angle. I like his entry here, filling that first outer zone. Eric right behind him, looking pretty good there. Rocco getting that outer zone there, transitioning good proximity to the inner clips and pushing out nice and wide through the final zone with a little bobble at the end, but still looking good. Solid battle from both drivers. That's going to be an interesting one. I can't necessarily see a live feed of the drone footage to commentate over the overhead as it's happening, but I do have the stream up, and there's about like a 30-second delay, so I can start doing a little bit of a post-run review. Give a nice little technical breakdown for y'all at home. Up next, we got Peyton Smith in that purple S13 and Hector Nunez in that orange S14. Some S chassis action coming in hot. And before they get sent out, thank you again to all of our partners and sponsors on board this year, supporting our drivers, supporting Ultimate Drifting Challenge. We've got Cage Kits, SoFine USA, Race Club Fabrication, Low Eye Media, Cat Daddy Tuning, Society, Drift Japan, Prisma Labs, NRG, Vitor, Zestino, and Zeknova Tires. Wasn't there one more tire company that came on board? XComp? Is XComp supporting UDC now? No? Okay, but anyways, I like XComp tires. So shout out XComp tires. Thank you, Dan, for the wonderful tires that you're distributing. I drove on them in Medford at Bash to the Future, and they're great. Yeah. I forget the pricing. I think pricing for the XComps is depending on your involvement with XComp. I want to say it's like 110 to 100. Yeah, I know they have a couple different ones. But I was on the, I want to say it was like a 300 treadwear, like 320. I don't know. It was like either 300 or 320 or 340 treadwear, 265. And it felt great. Yeah, it felt great. Good party time. Like, healthy. I did not feel down whatsoever. Did probably like 15 to 20 hot laps on them, and they didn't chunk, they didn't delam, and they held up. And they were consistent to the end. Yeah, it was good. So I like the XComs. Dan, if you're listening to this, or maybe we reach out to you, you should come do some Ultimate Drifting Challenge things. I know these drivers would love to try out some XComs. And it seems like I totally ignored that run. I apologize, drivers. I'm sitting here yapping about tires. But one of the cars broke. Looks, I can't tell which one. It looks like Hector might have a broken wheel or something. His car was kind of bobbing as he went by. And then Peyton pulled off super early. So hopefully both cars are okay. Totally missed what happened. My apologies, guys. I'm gonna rewind the stream. I'm gonna use my brain. Rewind. Oh, the stream didn't even catch it because the camera was on me. Man. Oh wait, yeah, it did. Okay, no. Oh, Peyton made some contact with Hector. Peyton went off track. Hector might have bent or broken a wheel, and Peyton drove back to the pits. Yep. Hopefully Peyton's car is okay. Hopefully Hector's car is an easy fix. Oh boy. And like I said, let's keep the carnage to a minimum, boys. Although it is entertaining, it sucks for you guys. Because then you have to put in the effort to fix the car. You have to pay for fixing the car. And you have to worry about losing points while you're here. And we don't want to see you go home early. That's the point of Ultimate Drifting Challenge, is we want the maximum amount of seat time for these drivers. And that's why we structure it like a Matsuri. To where, you know, we've got 2 different run groups. If you're unfamiliar, if you're just tuning in for the first time, I see we've got a little influx of new people in the stream. Welcome everybody. Thank you for watching. We basically have 2 run groups. We've got A group, Z group. This currently is A group. Each driver gets 5 battles. You can get up to 5 points per battle. So if you come out into your first run and you win each of your battles, you get 25 points. Each run group is going to run twice. So you can get up to 50 points before finals. Let's say you come out, you win all of your battles, you get 50 points. That is going to lock in your spot into finals. And when we get into finals after the 4 rounds of qualifying, essentially, the points in finals, once the driver group is set into finals, the points reset back to 0. And the drivers go do 5 battles in the finals to accrue the standings for that last round. So in total, there are 5 sessions of driving for the day, including finals. And so on top of practice in between. And so just comp laps, comp battles, you're getting 5, 10, potentially 15 battles, so 30 laps of comp driving on top of like 2 to 3 practice sessions in between, and fun driving time at the end of the day if you have extra time. So these guys are getting an immense amount of seat time throughout the day, and it's a competition. What other comp format is there to where you're getting that much seat time? You're getting 15 battles, potentially, 30 laps of just comp. There's nowhere else. You won't get that anywhere else outside of Ultimate Drifting Challenge. And that's why, if you guys are watching this at home and your car is in the garage, sitting on jack stands, or if your car is ready, just sitting there begging to be driven, go to www.udc.news and look at the schedule. Sign up for one of the next rounds. We've only got 3 more. This is round 7 out of 10 for this season. We did 5 SoCal rounds and 5 out-of-state rounds. So go sign up if you like what you see, you want to be involved, or finish building your car this year and sign up for next season. Dominate. We've got drivers competing for incentives. We've got cage kits on board where the winner of the series, I believe, will get a cage kits cage. We also, the winner of each of the series, so 215 and 235, will get a trip to Japan. That's right, you heard it. You'll get a trip to Japan. I believe it's a a few days. It's like 5 days or something like that, where they're gonna go out and go to different cool JDM shops and go to different tracks and potentially drive some cars out there with Drift Japan. Austin, if you come out here right now, I'd love to see you. Thank you, chat. Love the support. So that last battle is going to end up being a tie down. So with the points, we've got a lot of new people in the stream. These drivers can get 5 points per battle. Let's say we have a tie. If it's a crappy tie, each driver will get 2 points. If it's a great tie, instead of doing a one more time, each driver will just get the 5 points. Oh, nice e-brake snapped angle, but not enough speed. He's going to fall short and straighten out, unfortunately. Mr. Brown in the lead there in that black and orange 350Z. And I'm so sorry, Mr. Gray 350Z with the bronze wheels. I'm going to get your name as soon as the session's over, but I still don't have your name. A16. Okay, wait, I have a position. Let me look at the spreadsheet. Now that I saw that. A16.
Yeah, I've traumatized this poor girl.
Derek Crawford? Is that Derek?
At least, like, I don't know, 20, 30 dead bodies. Like,
Oh, Jay. Oh, okay, Jay Caputo. I'm so sorry that I haven't had your name so far today. I know. They should fire me. I'm doing horribly. I'm going to add the Jay Caputo. Really? It better not. Dude, that banana bread's amazing. So Jay in the lead now in that gray 350Z, and then we've got Mr. Brown in the chase in the black and orange 350Z. Did Derek end up fixing his car?
oh, he's not here no more.
He's not here?
No, if you look to your right, he's right there.
What? What do you mean? Is he here? Derek's here? He fixed the turbo on the E46? I saw you just put a brand new turbo in it, and then I'm pretty sure he had turbo blown or turbo issue. We got the judges texting me that last run is going to be a tie down, so each driver is going to get 2 points. Up next for this next battle, we've got Jace Tolbert in the lead, and we've got Rocco Piazza in the chase there. Some Nissan on Nissan action with a nice, fast, aggressive entry there from that lead driver. Rocco right on his tail, transitioning wonderfully, mirroring very well. Jace extending out to this first touch and go, looking good, positioning that car. From my point of view, looks great. Don't know how it looks from the drone, but from where I'm sitting, this run is great. And drone POV a little shallow through the second half of OZ2, but looking good there to that touch and go, transitioning to second touch and go, good. Pushing out to OZ3. Yeah, that was a phenomenal lead run. Good job, Jace. And Jace is one of our younger drivers. Isn't he like almost as young as Chester? No, Jace is like 16, right? I think Jace is like 16. I'm pretty sure he's a youngin', if I am not mistaken. He might not even have his license yet, but I don't want to disrespect him and say that he's younger than he actually is. Rocco is also a young buck. He's like 18, 19. Rocco coming in hot, transitioning, getting all of that power out of that VQ down, pushing him out as far as he can, looking good, filling the zones. These two kids are killing it. Both of these guys, I'm pretty sure both of these kids are sim kids. I know Rocco started out on the sim, and UDC, this is his first competitive season, and he's just come out here killing it. I'm pretty, if I remember correctly, he won the first round of Apple Valley, and it was his first comp. So that is just insane. And real quick, a big shout out again to everyone that supports Ultimate Drifting Challenge. Thank you to everyone in the live stream watching. Love the support, love the traffic of the stream and everything. Leave some comments down below of who you want to see win this thing. Where are you tuning in from? Let's get some conversation going. It helps me yap some more. I can get engaged with you guys. Also, thank you to the companies on board for the season, supporting not only the drivers, but Ultimate Drifting Challenge as a whole. Thank you to Cage Kits, So Fine USA, Race Club Fabrication, Low-Eye Media, Cat Daddy Tuning, Society, Drift Japan, Prisma Labs, NRG, and we got Vitor, Zestino, and Zeknova tires. Thank you to Black Widow Exhaust, Ignition Speed. Did I say that already? No, I didn't. Ignition Speed, TDMI Imports. Why do I feel like I'm saying? Nope, I'm good. TDMI Imports, Street Rivals, J&A Racing Oil, Eagle Motorworks, Idaho Drift, previously supported. Kansei Wheels was on board at our Medford Ground, our services. Thank you to everyone that's helped out throughout the season, supporting our drivers, supporting the series. We love you very much. If I shouldn't be missing anybody. Look through my notes here. Yeah, I think we're good. We got track safety and staffing by Race Club Fabrication, keeping every round safe and smooth. Media managed by Low-Eye, capturing every smoky slide and close battle. Competition zones laid out by Cat Daddy Tuning, positioning these cars where they should be, flowing, keeping the flow going. And a big thank you to our track staff, our workers out there, the media, the live stream crew, our judges. Thank you to is it Andrew doing tires? Right, Andrew's doing tires today, I think. Thank you to the tire guy. We appreciate you keeping these drivers going. Into this next battle, we've got Russell Ortego in the lead in that Crown Victoria. Eric Kegney in the chase in that BMW E30. That big boat up front. He is just flinging that thing around. He's driven that thing stock angle for so long. It wasn't until like last event that he put an angle kit on it. And he did some weird variant of shocks where I'm pretty sure he's got like F250 shocks and springs on the front or the rear, and like some other vehicle's shocks and springs on the front or the rear. He's got some weird, interesting variation of suspension on that thing, but he's making it work. And I don't even know if he has a handbrake still. He may not even have a handbrake. Brittany, Jace's sister, says he is 16. Yep, I guessed correctly. There we go. Well, he'll be 16 in September. So yeah, he's 16. Eric Kegney with a nice fluid lead line there, pushing out, extending, filling the outer portion of zone 2 well, transitioning good through the first and second touch and goes, and bouncing across the finish line there. That's right, Austin. He's got Nissan Titan shocks on that truck, on that car. It's not a truck. He's got truck shocks on the car. And we've got Jean Kegney in the chat. Eric's mom showing some support. Mama loves you. Love to see the family support. Keeps our drivers' morale up high when we got good family support. And I don't know if I announced it, but the previous battle, Jace ended up taking the wins. And so far, Jace has won 4 out of 5 of his battles. And up next, we've got Hunter Villanueva in the lead. And in the chase, we've got Mr. J. Caputo. Oh, with a big bobble there, locked to angle, slowing the car down, almost stopping, major correction by the lead car. That is almost, I don't know if that's going to count necessarily as a 0, but that is going to, oh my goodness. Oh, he got so sketchy right there. Almost understeered, off track, into media, and into the house. Dude, that would have been so bad had he hit the house. Oh, I bet he, hopefully he didn't wet his pants too badly there. Because I know that if that was me, I would have puckered pretty badly. I'm gonna rewind that and watch that over again. See if the drone caught it. He comes out, Manji's the straight, almost reinitiates and understeers. Oh man, that was sketchy. Thankfully, he saved it. It looked way worse from my point of view than it did from the drone. So now we got drivers. They've switched positions, maintaining that momentum. We're getting into the second half of the battle there. Mr. J Caputo in the lead. And man, it looks like Hunter is kind of fighting that car now. He was looking solid and very fluid his previous battles, and this last battle is kind of fighting it. I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully he can pull it together and not do that again. And Jay in 350Z is going to take the win.
How you doing?
Congratulations, sir. Hi. What are you doing? Are you gonna talk with me, or are you adjusting things? What are you doing? We've got Mr. Z sitting in here. Are you sitting on a mic right now? Hopefully the microphone's not live and stream just got like muffled crinkle sound of you sitting down. Definitely don't fart right now. Okay. Oh, the mic is right here. It's down here. You're safe. Yeah. Sketchy. Maybe track conditions are kind of changing. Maybe we've got some more dust on track. Maybe it's heating up. Drivers are a little bit more grippy than before. I don't know. Jesus, that Z is loud. Or which one? I don't know. I don't even know which one it was, but one of those 350Zs was very loud. Is that my hot? You're hot. You're hot.
I actually am.
You're hot looks wise and temperature wise. I bet you're in a long sleeve right now.
Well, the long sleeve's
Yep. On a cold track, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I'm scared to get out of the RV and to go outside because I've been in here for an hour now.
Really?
And you know, the temperature from 10:15 to 11:15 is peaked. We're almost at peak time of the day, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna get out and it's gonna be like 90 degrees.
Oh, it's absolutely 90 degrees out there right now. I can tell you
Dude,
from
it was
walking.
like 80 degrees at 10 o'clock.
Why do you sound so?
Black and orange
energy by
350Z
that?
takes the win
It's
because
okay.
I don't like the heat. Okay, I live by the beach. All right, I
Oh,
enjoy
yeah, I understand.
70 degrees and breezy. All right, that's my
Be
go-to.
adaptive.
No.
Isn't that Corvette super hot when you drive out here?
Yeah, it is.
I bet.
That's part of the reason why I painted it white so that it would reflect heat.
Is that also the reason why you blew up?
Listen. We haven't talked about that.
It's okay. It's all right. Don't worry. That's all right.
Oh my.
Oh. You know, you guys.
Gotta sneak that in there every so often.
Gotta sneak that one in there. If you guys don't know, we actually
Every
have a director on Backhouse that's telling us what to do. Well,
I can't
more
hear
or
anything.
less. Well, he doesn't have one of these headsets.
You
That
talking about Michael?
Yes, we're
The
talking
guy
about
that's
Snoop.
Snoop behind you that's waving.
Oh, hello. See his hand.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hi.
Whoa.
Hey. Non-consensual.
You step in this RV, it's consensual.
I really need our producer, Caden, here.
No, Cade's not gonna do anything.
Oh,
What's Cade gonna do?
actually,
All right, so Jason the lead,
speak of the
Hector in the
devil.
chase.
Producer's
Jace throwing out
right.
nice and wide through this second outer zone. Dirt dropping through the coming in the first touch and go.
Whoa.
Hector doing a great job of mirroring. Oh, speak of the devil.
See, I told you the producer should.
Sorry, live stream. We got a little distracted. You know, every so often I feel like the stream needs a little background comedic relief aside from just pure like technical this is what the drivers are doing.
No,
but also
truly.
then like at the same time I feel bad for the drivers when like were bullshitting and kind of like having fun over their run, because me as a driver, if I'm watching stream and I'm doing a run and I want to go watch the stream to see how I did, I kind of like the technical breakdown of commentary, but also like I'm not a judge, so my commentary doesn't really mean much.
See,
So I don't know. It kind of goes hand in hand.
having to me, having a technical commentator in grassroots makes a lot of sense, because sometimes you're coming out here on your own.
Right. A lot of these guys are competing for the very first time.
And a lot of these guys, these are their daily drivers.
Right.
Like, so there's no one checking them or spotting them. So the people they go out and boogie with and party with are the ones that are telling them. And most of the time it's like, yeah, dude, that was rad. You know, you were like super tight on me.
Good from here.
Yeah. But then it's like you're super shallow. You're not matching angle. Like your speed's kind of down. Your proximity is not where it needs to be. And you don't know to push a little harder. And the only way you sometimes have that judge or that tell is whether you're getting into someone's door or fender. And normally it's not a gentle tap.
No, definitely not. Yeah, and I made it very clear at the drivers meeting. Hopefully the new drivers don't think I'm a not nice person. I'm very I like to think I'm a very nice person. I just but
hey,
like
you were handing out banana bread, bro.
I did hand out some banana bread. Yes. Shout out to my girlfriend for making some banana bread last night. But during the drivers meeting, I was basically like, hey, this event is only gonna run smoothly if you guys don't suck. So don't suck and don't break your cars, and we'll have a great day.
You know, the don't sucking part is super arbitrary, right?
Yeah, but also like, it's okay to suck, because
no, it truly is.
Everyone sucks at every level.
You have to embrace it.
Yeah,
truly.
Even guys at the pro level, some guys suck, but they're still good.
Hold on one second. I'm actually just getting word. We're gonna take a 5 or 10 minute break here as they're getting cars lined up for the next round. Let me check with the producers off stage here.
Are we gonna go to commercial, or am I gonna sit here and yap for 10 minutes?
Are we getting a commercial, or are we about to go live? Oh no,
are we
they're
gonna
actually
stay
sending one more round.
Oh, we got Mr. Russell Ortego and Austin LaRusso in the chase.
Commercials. And then we'll go to intermission.
Okay, so we'll do like a 10-minute commercial. Yeah. And I can
Dude, Russ is killing
look at that
it
entry.
today.
That's probably the best entry I've seen him do today.
He is holding it out.
Little shallow through OZ2, but
Super
still
shallow.
dipping out wide there. Overextending. Both cars dipping out wide. That's okay.
All right.
Hitting the inner clips, looking good. A little bit of a mishap there through OZ2. A little bit. Oh, he lost it through Golasso. But man, that entry was fire.
I'd say so.
JB said Hayden's a top G. I love you, JB. Are you here today?
You were such a doll.
Where you at? I want to give you a hug.
Hold on one second.
Shout out to all 37 of you guys watching the live stream. We love you so much. Thank you for supporting us, and thank you for putting up with my voice and listening to the stuff that spews out of my mouth. Austin LaRusso in the lead with a nice little flick entry, coming in a little shallow through the first portion of that outer zone, transitioning now nice and wide, kissing that second OZ. Russell doing a good job of mimicking line and angle, but unfortunately a bit shallow there, understeering through the touch and go. Austin looking solid through touch and go, pushing out wide to the last zone. A little bit of a bobble there, but all in all, great lead run from Austin.
Austin has truly been on it today. Yeah. I mean, his car is set up, dialed, like.
So this is his first time driving on that angle kit, driving on this alignment.
Oh.
And when they installed the angle kit, they didn't center the steering rack. So he went to the alignment shop, got it aligned on a machine, and brought it here, and had like way more angle on like the leading wheel than the chase wheel, and had to recenter the rack and redo like an eyeball toe plate alignment. So he's been fighting some demons yesterday. It looks like he got things ironed out today.
Yeah, he does.
I'd be curious. I drove that car in Idaho. And when I drove it, my one critique to him was like, hey man, check your preload, check your ride height on each of the 4 corners, because there was a weird little kind of like bobble, you know, like I want to say the driver front felt softer than the others.
Oh,
so I was like, hey, check your damping, check your preload, square it up.
Yeah, right,
and I'm curious to go talk to him to see if he did that. I want to ride along. I want to ride passenger in his car at some point today to see how the car feels now with the new angle and if he made any suspension changes. Because spectating his run so far this morning, car looks great.
He looks phenomenal. Yeah. But I'm interested to hear what you find out.
Yeah.
Hey, stream, just let you know we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Yep.
All right, we'll be back in like 5 to 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a second.
Thank you.
These Prison Lab seats are keeping me so secure on this hill. I'd be everywhere, but I'm locked in with these. I feel like I'm like being hugged the whole time. And dude, I just got these gloves, so sick. These things with the seat, you can't beat that combo.
We're in
Japan. Denver tour has begun. We go to 3 track days on this tour. We got Mayhan, Bihoku, and TKL. Then we're going to take you to up garages. We're going to go check out awesome workshops like Rocket Bunny, Trial, you name it, we got it. You know what? It's going to be jam-packed. We're also going to take this tour to Ebisu for a 7-day add-on to the November tour. And we're going to be hanging doors with guys like Adam LC, people from Aussie, everybody you've ever wanted to see. I think there's even going to be some sneaky Drift Masters guys there. And Ryusei is coming in for a pop too. And you know it's going to be all recorded like a documentary, so you can see what we're doing here on tour by the one and only band down the street. So, are you wondering why you haven't joined this tour? Because I am too. So come and do some skids with us and change your life.
These Prison Lab seats are keeping me so secure on this hill. I'd be everywhere, but I'm locked in with these. I feel like I'm like being hugged the whole time. And dude, I just got these gloves, so sick. These things with the seat, you can't beat that combo.
We're in Japan.
Denver tour has begun. We go to 3 track days on this tour. We got Mayhan, Bihoku, and TKL. Then we're going to take...
Alrighty, stream. We are back. Thank you guys for holding tight during that quick little 5-minute intermission. We've got Z on track staged currently. And here we are, right into the first set of battles for our second run of the day. We've got Margaritas Katasanis in the lead here, and I believe Liam in the chase. Liam, what is your last name? Liam Stiansen? Liam S. in the chase in that blue 350Z. Throwing it in, really aggressive in the chase there behind Margaritas. Looping it out, that's going to cost him this battle. Margaritas throwing out some smoke. Aggressive, fast as always. Driving the hot pit car. Coming out to come bully some 235 drivers. Normally Margaritas has like a 265 on that E46. Welcome back to Ultimate Drifting Challenge, y'all. Thank you for tuning into the live stream. Again, we just had Run Group A go. Now we've got Run Group Z. And speaking of Z, I've got Mr. Z hopping in next door to me. So what? So you guys have enough camera ops that you don't have to op camera, or is it? Oh, it's just static right there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. That's good. That's good. Yeah, it is. I don't blame you, man. Blame you one. Now Liam in the lead, Margaritas in the chase. Margaritas playing it a little safe there, giving him a little bit of distance. Liam straightening out, unfortunately, getting out of drift. That is again going to cost him this run. And I am just going to default and say that Margaritas takes the win of this battle. And in the pits earlier this morning, I did notice that Liam's car was misfiring at idle. He was load cycling it, and it did not sound great. And in the driver's meeting, I believe he was the gentleman that raised his hand and was like, hey, does anybody here do tuning or diagnostics, electrical stuff?
No.
And so he is fighting some issues with that car today, unfortunately, and it's definitely showing. Hopefully they can get it figured out. But at least he's out here. He's still going to gain some points. And up next, we've got Elliot, Mr. Bright Slide, in the lead in that black Toyota GT86. And in the chase, we've got Tarek Steele in that S13 with the LS power. Both of these guys are hot pit drivers. They've previously competed in Hot Pit Auto Fest, and they're coming out here to the Ultimate Drifting Challenge to throw on some 235s and have some fun with the boys out here.
That was a pretty good run. Proximity was a little shallow there. You know, angle and speed was there.
Yeah, Elliot threw down a good lead line. I actually rode along in that car earlier today, and he texted me, and the car, it felt like it had too much grip, and it was kind of bogging out through the tight section here.
Yeah.
And he texted me, and he was like, hey, I figured out why I had too much grip. The supercharger belt was coming off and binding on the block, and I could smell like a burning smell.
Really? Okay.
And we got into the pits, and I was like, hey, dude,
how does that make
what's going on? Well, not power.
Oh.
Because the belt is binding, it's not building enough boost.
Oh no, Elliot went off.
Oh no! That car is so pretty. That's his drift week car. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'll have to ask him about that.
Elliot, we miss you out there, just letting you know. But we enjoy seeing you out here at the Ultimate Drifting Challenge.
And Mr. Steele is going to take the win. He's going to steal that one away from Elliot.
Stole that one from Elliot. Sorry, bud. Sucks to suck. But you still get a couple points. Thanks for showing up.
Yep. And up next, we've got Will Poussaint in that stylish white Nissan S13 with the SR20. And Chester Drifts in the chase in that 350Z. Will, what are you doing? What's up with that? What are you doing? Come on, Will.
That was a little left foot power, wasn't it?
I think he wasn't expecting the grip that he had on entry and just kind of bogged it and then straightened out and had to correct a lot.
I didn't see him drive this morning.
I didn't see
test.
I didn't see him do any practice this morning.
Yeah, so he only probably got yesterday, and he was commentating yesterday too. So that could have probably been the reason why it was a hindrance for him today.
Oh, Brian Chase said Rocco is only 16. Wild.
Yes, Rocco is.
I thought he was older than that.
No, Rocco's young.
Yeah. These sim kids, man.
He's like a great skateboarder too, right?
Scooter.
Scooter. Yes,
He's like
that's
pro scooter.
Pro scooter rider.
Freaking thing on.
What does that mean? Oh.
This man's got he's got 2 phones. Chester in the lead there, transitioning well, looking a lot better in the lead than his chase run. Unfortunately, I think Will's lead was kind of impeding Chester's chase. Chester's looking a lot better in the lead than he did in his chase. Again, Will is kind of gripping up, falling out of boost, and straightening there. I actually drove Will's S13 orange show, and hopped in it, did 1 sight lap, and then did 2 drift laps. And in the 2 drift laps, I did like 1 half lap, and then I did like 1 full lap, and I linked orange show the lap that I did. Never driven an S13, never driven an SR car, and I like filled the zones, did pretty decent, got back up in the stands, and I got on the mic and I was like, hey, all of you drivers that have been struggling with extending OZ2 to OZ3, you guys suck. You guys need to do better. Because I just hopped in this car and like 2nd lap out, linked it, and like you guys, like respectfully, you guys need to extend it. But look at Mr. T-Bird in the lead, and we've got Mr. John in the chase there. Tim looking very aggressive on initiation, sliding off course a bit, but cleaning it up through the rest of the course. And John in the Mustang looking aggressive in the chase. Both of these guys looking solid. I wonder if Tim ended up adding any power. His car's looking juiced up. That really VQ is hauling. That's probably the fastest VQ I've seen today.
Well, that's what's going on there. Okay, gotcha. You know, Hayden, I'm going to be totally honest with you.
What?
I've only got like maybe 2 hours of actual drifting under my belt.
Really?
Yeah, I built an E46 this year.
Oh.
And I wanted to come out and drive. And
why did you bring it out?
I blew power steering.
And John in the lead in that slide Mustang, looking good, looking saucy, coming into OZ2. T-Bird in the chase, following that aggression there with a little bit of a hiccup, a little bit of a messy transition there through the touch and go, but all in all, like solid lead run from that Mustang.
You know what? I think this is the end of it for me. Are you coming in?
Yeah, come sit. Come here. Come talk with me for a minute.
Yes. Chat, it's always been good to be able to sit around and talk with you guys. I will see you guys later. I'm going to go man a camera. I'd like to say you do such a great job.
Oh, thank you.
You have the sexiest mustache.
I cut the last time. Thank you. It was better. Why is there an NA on the leaderboard? Honestly, I have no idea. Hello, Mr. Tim. We've got Race Club Fabrication himself sitting in with me, all double fisting some waters as he's staying hydrated throughout this morning. That's what we want to see. I reiterated multiple times during the driver's meeting, like, hey, everybody, please drink water today. We don't need people getting heat stroke because it's hot already. Now into this next battle, we've got Nate Pena in the lead in that turquoise blue-greenish 350Z, and Pac-Man Francisco in the chase. How do you pronounce his last name? Negretti. Francisco Negretti? Negretti? You have to look really I can't really
You can try, but
I don't want to try. I'm not going to try that on stream. I'm not going to embarrass. I'm way too white for that.
way too white.
But solid lead line by Nate there, looking good. AVS is definitely both of these guys' home track. It's not often that we run it reverse like this. How do you feel about the reverse layout, Tim? I really like the reverse layout, especially like full course reverse is so fun.
That's one of my favorite things to do when we're
Yeah, no, yeah. You just hit it like this. We've got Pac-Man in the lead there, looking really saucy. Nice, fast, snappy, extending very outwards into these zones. Dipping tires there before touch and go one, but looking good. Nate is keeping up, applying pressure despite lack of horsepower in comparison to that Foxfly. Woo, and he's monging in the straight. Love to see it. Dude, did you see Hunter almost understeer into the house earlier today? Dude.
That happened?
Yes.
You missed Eric jumping his car yesterday.
I know, I missed that. I saw it on
here
stream.
It was crazy.
I bet.
Me and Will saw it in lane, seriously.
I bet.
At least 2 feet off.
From my point of view, it I thought he was going into the house earlier, and then from drone POV, it didn't look that bad. But he came across the finish line, Manji understeered off and dipped into the dirt, and it looked sketchy.
That's what I heard on the radio.
Okay, who is in the red 3?
Whoa!
Oh, we've got Dana Hayden in the chase there in that black E46. Who is in the red 350Z? Let me pull up my list. Red 350Z. Red 350Z. I don't have a red 350Z on my list. What the heck? Do you know who's in that red car? I feel horrible when I don't know. Is that Joseph Klein? Red and black 350Z?
Is it?
Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully this list is accurate. No, it's not Pete. Somebody else. So we've got Dana Hayden. They've switched positions. Dana's in the lead. Joseph's in the chase. If I am mistaken, that's not actually Joseph. Please correct me, chat. If you know. If you're watching, if you're here, if you're in the pits, doing your thing. I don't know. Dana with the saucy entry, a little bit shallow coming out of it. Big correction there. Huh.
Tower, real quick, who is driving the Red Z?
I'm pretty sure on the list that Caden gave me, it says Joseph Klein. But sometimes I doubt the accuracy of some information that I get. Z14, I think, is on the window.
Z14?
I think. Okay. Cool.
Thank you. Just answering a question for Hayden.
And so that run is going to end up being a tie. Tie down. So each driver is going to get 2 points each. Did Nate win? Let me double check. No, Pac-Man ended up winning the battle against Nate.
Ooh, we got Philly and Eric.
Yep. So we've got Philly in the lead in that black and chrome 370Z, and we've got Eric in the chase in the Prisma Labs 350Z. Let's see how these guys throw down. Again, we got a couple AVS locals here. Home track. Philly with a nice aggressive entry, filling that first outer zone, transitioning, kissing OZ2, extending out nice and wide to the first and now second, transitioning into the second touch and go. Let's see how he pushes out into OZ3. Very solid lead line by Philly. Looking good today.
Philly's typically a very smooth driver.
He is very consistent. He's been going to a lot more competitions, hasn't he? He's been driving a lot more,
He's
yeah?
been doing competition a lot more this year.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. Because he was doing roulette, he was doing Amslam,
Yeah.
he's doing UDC,
Yeah.
he's doing everything, all that he can.
And MDC.
What's that?
Mexican Drift Championship.
Oh yeah, he went and did MDC
I
too.
think he got podium.
Yes, he did. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing him on a podium.
I think it was second. I don't know. What?
Lollipop it.
I'm gonna
Gotta
bite
eat-
your finger off.
You gotta eat the mic. Bite the mic. Oh, whoa, big mistake. What the happened there? Hey, he overcooked it, but he pulled it out at just enough time to not burn it. He kept it going.
Oh,
Oh, Philly with the yes, with the aggression.
Putting it on his door.
I want to see Philly and Margaritas go against each other.
And Elliot.
Yes.
Elliot's sliding that.
I rode
brand
along.
new 86.
I rode along in it earlier.
You don't even care it's brand new.
I know. I know.
love it.
And we've got Philly with the win. It's great. I've got Cameron, the judge, texting me all the win.
I love Cameron.
Me too. I asked him earlier. I'm like, hey, if it's not an inconvenience, like previous rounds, I've not been able to.
It's right here.
I've not been able to announce the winner
I'll
of
just
runs
record.
because I have miscommunication with the judges.
Okay.
And this time, I've got one of the judges just texting me the win.
Liam and Tarek sending
And
it
it's
in.
great. Yeah, Liam and Tarek sending it in there. Liam hopefully fixing his bogging issues with that car. Is that thing boosted? Do I see intercooler piping?
I'm not sure.
Is that? Oh, he's understeering a lot. I do see some intercooler pipe. Unless it's an HR and it's got intakes. No, there's an intercooler up front. Yep, he's got a Pro Charger on it. When did he do that? It doesn't look like it's making any boost,
I
though.
don't remember that from the beginning of the season.
It was misfiring real bad this morning.
Yeah, they were sorting out a couple issues with the fuel cell as well.
Ooh, so I wonder if it's like a fuel pressure issue, maybe?
Maybe.
Is there? Oh, there is an armrest right here.
Hard to tell. Oh, dude, coach chair it up, bro.
Oh, yeah. I need to recline this back more, but I don't know if I can because there's stuff behind me. Oh, you know what I could do? Go like this. And I can go like this.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Ooh.
No.
This is about
Nope,
as far
that was
back
it.
as I can go. There we go. All right, Mr. Tarek
That was a big
Steele
flick.
in the lead. Big flick.
A little bit of a straight and what are you
Good
doing?
speed in, but cutting it short. Liam choking in the chase, man. I'm sorry to see that. Hopefully he can figure out these issues with this vehicle. At least he's out here getting points.
He's doing better than Austin was time attacking.
Is there a way to
his
see
friend's
Z
car.
Group leaderboard? Hey, Caden, are you in here? Michael, we got the wrong leaderboard on stream right now. Yep. Thank you, Mr. Robot or Mr. or Mrs. Robot Snot, who commented for the correction. I appreciate that. Any feedback?
I love that name.
Robot Snot.
The names people have for Instagram or YouTube are always entertaining.
Yeah. And Mr. Steele gets the win. Yeah, and thank you, chat, for letting us know any issues with the stream. Please don't hold back on any sort of feedback. Even if I'm being annoying, just let me know. Or don't, and I'll just
You
continue to
annoying?
yap your ear off. I don't
was
know.
gonna say that's too bad. If
Yeah,
you're
that's
being
true.
annoying,
That's true.
too
If I'm
bad.
being annoying, too bad.
We got Margaritas and
Oh,
Elliot.
we got Margaritas and Elliot up front. Margaritas with a saucy entry. Elliot applying the pressure in the chase with that good transition timing, sucking back into the pocket into OZ2. Looks like Elliot fixed his boost issue, and he overcooks it. No, why'd you do that? Margaritas with a very fluid lead line. Looking good as always. If only Elliot hadn't snapped to lock like that on transition.
Just got a little spicy. Just a little spicy on the transition.
Yeah, but we're going to run it back now. They're going to switch positions. They're going to maintain that momentum, and we're going to continue the second half of this battle.
Switch.
So good. Tasty. Oh. And it looks like we've got updated leaderboard now for y'all.
Here they come.
Here they come. Elliot up front. Margaritas in the chase, giving him a little bit of space there. Elliot with a nice snapped angle.
I really like that.
Yeah, I really like the entry a lot of these guys are doing. Oh, my goodness. Getting sketchy. Unfortunately, I think Elliot would be at fault for that one. Let's watch it back, Tim. Let's watch it back. Oh, God. Oh, God. Come on. There we go. So Elliot through a little shallow coming out of OZ1, transitioning, and just kind of just parks it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Margaritas
Elliot
gets the
is
win.
going to be at fault for that one. Margaritas takes the win. Patrick Pina, I think that's Nate's dad, said, "Can you update the names for this round?" Yeah, it looks like the leaderboard is pretty up to date for now. Yeah, because we got Tarek, we got Francisco, Chester, John, Margaritas, Philly, Liam. Yeah, that should be pretty updated. Sucks that Mr. Larry Chen was having car issues and isn't here today.
I was very upset when I heard that thing whining yesterday. It was squealing, bro.
I wanted to say hi. And
Chester
Chester
and
in the
John.
lead against Mr. John Austin in the chase there in that slide Mustang. Chester in the drift zone booking
little
350Z, getting aggressive, applying the pressure on that. Chester's like, what, 13?
Yes, he's 13.
Yeah. Chester's our youngest driver in the series, and also one of, like, depending on the layout, one of the more consistent drivers.
He's such a good kid too.
Yeah, Chester's great. I met his mom earlier, briefly. You're so mean. Did you drive away? Or did you?
Yeah, we left him with it.
You left him with it?
Yeah.
And then how long until you told him it was a problem? Or did you not even? Did you just let him figure it out? That's horrible.
That's great.
You gotta make sure that nobody thinks it's actually real, because they're gonna try to go to a store.
It says it all over it.
Yeah,
it
but
says
like.
We trust.
Somebody gets to.
It says cocky. It says all sorts of things.
Oh boy.
Honestly, best $10 I've ever spent. I've been having a lot of fun.
Would you get like 10 grand in problem?
It's like 60 grand.
Sounds like, hey, I need to see if I can get some Facebook. Happy birthday. John Austin in the lead in that slide Mustang. Chester rides out in the chase in that 350Z. John looking consistent in the lead now. Very smooth, extending out, filling out outer zone. Looking good through the touch and goes. Very, very solid lead time from my point of view here, sitting in the media RV.
The final round of the Southern Tournament, and John finally puts a mark on that car.
Yeah, finally. Chester's gonna take the win.
Ooh, good job, Chester.
Good job, Chester. Love to see it.
Will and T-Bird.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. T-Bird's gonna put a mark on this car.
So good.
Is he gonna be the first to do it?
At least from our perspective.
Yeah. Yeah. Elliot texted me and said, LOL, I suck. And I said, what happened? You parked it. And he just said he's overdriving it, getting greedy in others. I feel bad. Especially going up against you get in your head a little bit. And I tend to do that. I tend to choke out. Especially like when I'm in comp, when I go out for like a qualifying or go up against somebody, I can choke sometimes. T-Bird, Mr. Tim in the lead. Tim Bird, the P Street Tires, Power Nation Performance, G35, going up against Mr. Will Poussaint from Slide Through News, Vegas Drift, in that beautiful white Nissan S13.
Super curious.
I don't know. I think Tim. Yeah, Will straighten.
Yeah?
Yeah, Will straighten in the chase from OZ2 to touch and go. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a Will. Let's wait and see what we hear from the judges. Oh, today's Tyler Sands' birthday.
Happy birthday, Tyler.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got a notification on Facebook. Happy birthday, Tyler. I wish you were here. Love you so much. We still need to do root beer floats. We talk about it each time, and then I forget.
My buddy showed me this crazy drink years ago with a beer and root beer schnapps. It's got like a cup with the like shot glass in the center. You put the root beer schnapps in the center, the beer on the outside, and when you drink it, it tastes just like A&W.
Interesting. And Mr. Tim Bird, T-Bird, in the G35 takes the win for that previous battle. Up next, we've got Mr. Francisco Pac-Man from Pac Performance himself in that Fox Body Mustang in the lead. Joseph Klein in the red 350Z in the chase. Both drivers snapping into angle. Joseph with a big correction and bobble in the chase, dipping tire off there. Unfortunately, that will cost him some points if we're not going to run. Let's see how Pac holds together. As long as Pac does not make any detrimental mistakes, he may have this one in the bag. I love that. I was just about to say, I love that car. It looks so good. It looks so much better with the livery.
I hate what happened last night.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the car wasn't in there, at the very least.
Me too. Me too.
It's heartbreaking.
Yep. Bobby mentioned doing a fundraiser at Orange Show potentially. We'll see.
Try to do something.
Try to do something. Who is up next? We've got Philly and Nate. Ooh, this will be a good one. Nate with the refresh is throwing me off. I'm not used to his car being teal. It's like an ocean green.
Yeah, it's no more.
It's like an aqua green. Yeah, no more in and out. Livery.
Oh, we got Johnny checking out something underneath the car.
Oh. And cars are getting sent. There we go. Oh, I see. It looks like kind of like the lockbox. Whose Z is that? Coming in a flatbed. Oh my goodness. Did they make... I think they hooked. Did they make contact? Nope. We're good. Maybe some? Let's see the drone.
What do we got?
Coming around, jumping zone. Initiating. Joseph spins out. Contact made. Pac-Man gets the win. Yep. Pac-Man is getting out. It looks like the wheel that made contact has more angle pointed out than the
He's kind of got a crazy alignment.
He does have a crazy.
I don't.
Dude, why is it that every Fox body with an angle kit has a insane amount of front camber? Is it just a Fox body thing?
I think it's a Fox body thing. I've talked to Nate McGuire about it a little bit.
Okay.
And it's definitely something that he's played with his what is that?
SM95. Well, this is our first.
I'm starting to feel like there's a bad sign up. This guy might have to take off. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for stopping by, Tim. Love you too. There you go. Give Eric a... Hey, you need some sunscreen. Your neck's red. He said. And I wonder what the consensus here is going to be. Hopefully the car... Ooh, under its own power, maybe? May have broken suspension. Oh, yes, it does look like we've got some broken suspension. I see now on the stream from the drone POV that wheel does kind of look pulled back into the casters. Oh, nope, maybe it's good. I see him rolling forward now. Yeah. All right. So far, and also it doesn't look like that contact messed up. Both wheels do look straight. Still looks good. How are we doing, chat? We got 36 of y'all sitting in here, watching the stream, enjoying Ultimate Drifting Challenge. Hopefully you guys like the comp. Hopefully you guys like the live stream, like the format. Let's get some feedback going. Who are y'all rooting for? Where are you tuning in from? Again, thank you for the support. We'd love to see you guys tune into the stream. It means so much. Just very, very happy to be able to provide this media outlet for the drivers, for the series, for all the partners. Thank you to everyone on board this year. I know that the staff here at Ultimate Drifting Challenge truly appreciates all the support from everybody. And into this next battle, we've got Nate Pena in the lead in that kind of like aqua blue-green 350Z. In the chase, we've got Philly in that black 370Z. So great initiation from both drivers. Nate very deep into OZ1. Philly doing a great job of mimicking that. Nate kind of kissing OZ2. They're kind of missing it. Oh, dirt dropping, causing some carnage there in the lead, but maintaining drift, keeping it together through those touch and goes. Philly doing a good job of just, not even batting an eye in the chase there, despite the hiccup from the lead driver. And these guys threw down a pretty smooth run. And the previous battle where we had the Joseph in the 350Z and Pac-Man in that Fox body, the 350Z was obviously at fault for the issue on entry causing contact. Pac-Man gets the win for that battle. Now into the second half of this battle for Philly in the lead and Nate now in the chase. Philly with a smooth initiation from OZ1, transitioning now into OZ2. Nate with a wonderful transition, good timing behind him, very fluid line from Nate in the chase, and Philly throwing down a nearly immaculate lead line from my point of view here, looking solid. Great run from that action clutch. Philly's toes. 370Z in the lead. And Philly is going to get the win in the black 370Z. Congratulations, Philly. Up next, we've got Dana Hayden in that E46 sedan and Tarek Steele in that S13 coupe. The boosted BMW versus the LS swap, the S13. Streetcar versus nearly comp car. See, Dana's got a license plate in there. This is 46. I love it. Let's look at the schedule for today. How are we looking at time? Where are we at? So we are a little bit behind schedule currently. It's looking like we're about 45 or so minutes behind our projected schedule. We are in Group Z currently. Once this group is over, we're going to break for about an hour. And then once that hour break goes by, we will resume streaming A group back on for their second session. Tarek with a very fluid lead line there. Looking good. Dana in the chase doing a great job of hitting his marks and doing some good mimicry there in that lead car. And up next, we've got, it's looking like Hector. No, sorry, not Hector. John in the orange Mustang, and Elliot in the GT86. Hopefully, I see Elliot's got his hood popped. Hopefully there's no major issue with the car. I know he was having a belt problem earlier in the morning, wasn't making full boost. Hopefully the belt is still intact. And alright, so we've got Eric in the 350Z, Prisma Labs 350Z, and we've got John in the Slide Mustang, that Tide themed livery. Cars are sent, coming through we got a little bit of a gentleman speed zone. They're going to maintain some momentum around that corner and initiate in across the start line there into outer zone 1, transitioning now into outer zone 2, and Eric with an overly aggressive switch to walk there through OZ2, missing that zone, but still maintaining to extend into the next portion of the course, looking solid through the rest of it. Again, a real quick shout out to our sponsors and supporters of Ultimate Drifting Challenge this season. We've got Cage Kits on board, SoFine USA, Race Club Fabrication, Low-Eye Media, Cat Daddy Tuning, Society, Drift Japan, Prisma Labs, NRG, Vitor, Zestino, and Zekanova tires, Black Widow Exhaust, Ignition Speed, TDMI Imports, Street Rivals, J&A Racing Oil, and here we go into the second half of this battle. John is going to take the lead, Eric's going to be in the chase, and that person will have 350Z. And come around with a nice little minor feint entry by John in the lead there, filling all of outer zone 1, tire on the edge of the track, with a big flick to lock there through outer zone 2, extending out now into touch and go 1, transitioning touch and go 2, with a big lock to entry again, and pushing out into the final outer zone. Solid lead run, a bit shallow for those of you who say there, but all in all, very fluid, very smooth. Hopefully that was easily chaseable. And up next, it's looking like we've got Chester in line, and Chester is going to be paired up against Margaritas. So this will be interesting. We've got our youngest driver on course with probably one of our more veteran competitors. Margaritas Catasantis is actually a pro spec Formula Drift driver as well as a hot pit contender. Now Chester in the lead, and that 350Z is going to go against this basically pro spec E46. Let's see what the nearly stock 350Z can do against essentially a pro car. Chester with a nice big wide entry, filling first outer zone, transitioning into OZ2, doing a good job of kissing that zone, pushing out. Margaritas applying the pressure right there in his pocket, transitioning now through the touch and goes into the final outer zone, looking solid. Chester throwing down a beautiful lead line for Margaritas to chase down. Looking good. And the previous battle, John and the Mustang is going to take the win. Just got an update from the judges. So they're going to switch positions. They're going to maintain that momentum through the rest of the course and initiate back over that start line into outer zone 1. Margaritas in the lead, taking a bit of a slow approach here, kind of giving Chester some grace, and he's going to take off. Initiating a big snap to lock there on the limiter through transitioning to outer zone 2. Chester right there with him, trying to apply the pressure through the extension into touch and go 1 and now 2. Now, Margaritas didn't put nearly as much of a gap on him as I would have expected initially. Great run from both drivers. Now, despite the lack of power, sure, we didn't see great proximity there. However, the chase drivers are not necessarily being judged on proximity, but instead on how well they are mirroring that lead driver's line and angle. Kind of helps balance out the playing field a bit more. We've got some high horsepower cars, we've got some low horsepower cars. Of course, the main mediator here is the tire size. Today we are running 235 tires. You can only run up to a 235mm wide tire. Cannot run anything wider than that. However, we do not have a tread wear restriction. So you can run a very, very sticky tire if you'd like to, or you can run a summer all-season tire. These guys are out here in the heat. It's probably like 90 degrees out right now. Hopefully these guys are staying cool. Up next, we've got Mr. Will Poussaint in his white S13, Nate Pena in that Nissan 350Z. Lots of Nissans, primarily Nissans out here today. Some SR20 on VQ action. Michael Cruz said, dude, that guy's a pro. Yes, he is. Yes, Margaritas drives in pro spec from the drift. So if you're sitting at home watching the stream, and you want opportunity to come out and not only compete kind of on the grassroots level, but have the chance to go up against some highly skilled, some more competitive drivers. Like we got some pro spec guys out here, we've got some hot pit guys out here. We've got a very broad competitive field. And so it doesn't matter if this is your first competition, if this is your 100th competition. Go to www.udc.news, look at the schedule, sign up for other events we've got this season, or, you know, if you're currently building a car, whatever the situation may be, if you like what you see now, stay tuned. Sign up for next season. Come out and drive the SoCals. Come out and drive the other out-of-state rounds. We've been to Affinity Circuit in Medford, Oregon. We've been to Motorplex at the Mill in Emmett, Idaho. We'll be going to I believe PIR at in Colorado. We're going back to Affinity Circuit in Medford here in the next few weeks. So it'll be interesting. We're traveling around. We might add some other tracks to next season. We'll see. Will Poussaint in the lead in that Nissan S13. Nate Pena in the chase in the 350Z. Will throwing down a good transition from outer zone 2 to touch and go 2 and 3 now. Nate's doing a great job following suit, locking up those front wheels in the chase, left foot braking, but doing good. See, locking them up like that after the second touch and go kind of impeded his ability to push out into the last outer zone. But all in all, Nate was doing a killer job of following Will. Again, thank you to all of our track staff out here today. We got media out here in the sun, snapping pictures and videos of these drivers. We've got production crew. You know, drone guys are flying drones for the live stream, for the drivers to take home media. We've got some static cams out here. Thank you to everybody on board enduring this heat and sun today. Nate with a very fluid entry, filling outer zone 1, transitioning now, getting good into outer zone 2, pushing out, dipping dirt, dipping tires. And Will with a hiccup and straightening before the first touch and go. That's a bit unfortunate. Now both drivers have had their bobbles in the chase run. So I'm curious to see what the lead driver, or what the judges are going to have to say on who wins this battle. And it's looking like Elliott, when he had his hood popped up in the staging line earlier, I want to say he may have had to miss out on one of his battles this session because his supercharger belt moved on him and he had to fix it. And Will Poussaint in the white S13 is going to take the win. And now this is a battle that I would love to see. We've got Pac-Man Francisco in the lead in that Pac Performance, Fox Buddy Mustang, Elliott Bright, Mr. Brightslide in that GT86, Toyota street car coming in hot there, filling those zones, looking good. Both of these guys, they're friends, they've known each other, they've driven together before. They're super happy to be driving together today, getting seat time. That's what it's all about. Hopefully Elliott's car can stay together, make him boost, and not give him too many more problems throughout the day. Now, safety is a very big priority for, you know, staff and drivers and everybody here today, and that's part of the reason why cage kits came on board. And if you're unfamiliar with cage kits, they are roll cages, precision engineered using 3D scanning and robotic manufacturing. And so these roll cages are tailor-made to each vehicle specifically, then CNC bent to within 2 thousandths of 2 minutes. So each cage is repeatable, it's the same, you get it, they snap in place in the vehicle, you weld them in, and they're wonderful. So cage kits came on board, offering deals on cages for all contenders, and that's another benefit to Ultimate Drifting Challenge is that you sign up and drive. You sign up and come drive the series, you get deals on these companies that come on board. So, you know, we've got Energy and Prisma if you need seats and steering wheels and accessories. We've got cage kits. We've got vinyl companies on board. We've got tires if you need deals on tires. Media packages. And the winners of the series are going to be going on a trip to Japan. Thank you to Drift to Japan. Can I help out? Let's see, who is up next? And Mr. Elliott is going to take the win against Pac-Man. Oh boy. Up next, we got Joseph Klein in the lead and T-Bird, Mr. Tim in the chase. in that Power Nation Performance P-Street Tires G35. Big surge on entry from Tim in the chase. Looks like Joseph's got some fresh front tires on. I can still see the stickers on them. Dipping dirt in the rear, throwing dust everywhere. I can't even see them transition through those touch and goes. Looking good, filling all of that outer zone there on the edge of the track. Now they're going to switch positions, maintain that momentum, and throw it back again for the second half of their battle. Again, Black Widow Exhaust came on board this year. Thank you so much for the support. They've got DIY manual bent kits, crossovers, and mergers for all of your DIY exhaust kits and assembly that you'd like to do at home. Offering the king of sound for your vehicles. T-Bird in the lead in that G35 with a little weight transfer entry there. Kind of a little shallow on the first outer zone. A little shallow there on outer zone 2. Joseph unfortunately spinning out in the chase. T-Bird holding it together through the 2 touch and goes into the final outer zone. So if I'm not mistaken, unless T-Bird's little hiccup there coming in shallow to OZ2 is deemed fault for Joseph making his mistake, T-Bird may get the win. And yes, T-Bird in the G35 gets the win. And Elliot is texting me right now saying that he's having an extremely fun time right now. Elliot's driving that black GT86, battling comp cars in his street car. He's having a lot of fun. And that's the biggest thing with these drivers and with going on these events. We want everyone to have as much fun as possible. And that's another benefit to Ultimate Drifting Challenge is you want to see time to look at in a competitive environment. We've got 2 run groups. Each run group is going to run twice. In each run group that you drive in, you get 5 battles. So you get 10 laps per run group. 2 run groups. So that's 5 battles, 10 laps. You're getting 20 laps just in qualifying. If you make it into finals, that's another 5 battles, another 10 laps. So you're getting 30 laps of just competitive driving alone, on top of practice sessions throughout the day as well. And if we finish in a decent time, we have open track at the end of the day. So these guys will do even more laps. These guys are doing upwards of 50, 60, 70, 80 laps in a day of competition. Into this next portion, we've got John Austin in the lead there, and Philly in the chase in that 370Z. Looking pretty fluid. Great mimicry by Philly there. Love that transition timing. Snapped angle right back into the pocket on that Mustang through the last outer zone. And up next, it's looking like we're having Eric in that Prisma Labs 350Z Dana King, the black E46 sedan. And big shout out to Low Eye Media, every sick flick, every wall tap, every chase run, all the media out on track here is in support. And what you see is because of Low Eye Media. Bobby's been coordinating things. Also, big shout out to Josh Jackson Media for being another big media coordinator for the series. Shout out Nikki Bobby. Love you very much. Love all you guys. And Eric in the lead here in that 350Z. Dana in the chase in that BMW E46, transitioning now into OZ2. Dana with a little bit of a straight line approach there into transition. But Eric with a nice fluid lead line, snappy to lock there through the touch and goes, looking solid and planted into that outer zone. Dana kind of playing catch up there, but still looking pretty good. In the previous battle with Philly in the 370Z and John in that white or the orange slide Mustang, Philly is going to take the win for that battle. How are we doing, chat? Thank you guys for tuning in. Greatly appreciate the support. Hope you guys are doing well. Now these drivers are going to switch positions, maintain that momentum, and send it back for the second half of this battle. Big shout out and thank you to all of everybody watching the live stream. We love the support. Glad that you guys are able to tune in and watch us out here at Apple Valley Speedway for round 7 of this season of Ultimate Drifting Challenge. We've got 215 and 235 series. Oh, and we've got some almost contact. Oh boy, that was a little sketchy there. Dana spinning out in the lead. Eric making sure not to hurt him too badly there. Kept it very close. Almost had a straight-on, head-on collision. Yeah, Dana just looping it out. And Eric in the Prisma Labs 350Z is going to take the win. Up next, Margaritas Catacetas in that pink and like purple and teal E46, and we've got Tarek Steele in that purple and gray Nissan S13. Both cars equipped with an LSV8 engine. You hear Margaritas' car just banging off a limiter. Both of these guys, again, have driven Hot Pit Auto Fest. These are some competitive drivers out here today. Looking very good. And if you're unfamiliar, UDC is proudly presented by NRG and Prisma, the leaders in automotive safety, style, and innovation. From racing seats and harnesses to steering wheels, accessories, and beyond, NRG and Prisma Labs are keeping our drivers locked in and ready to send it. And safety is a very big priority here at UDC. That's why these competitors are supported by Cage Kits. Cage Kits roll cages are precision engineered using 3D scanning and robotic manufacturing, because when these guys are going door to door, we want the best protection possible. On to the second half of Tarek and Margaritas' battle. Tarek throwing in a nice fluid entry there through outer zone 1, transition to outer zone 2. Margaritas applying pressure, kissing his rear bumper through that little straightaway into touch and go 1 and 2. Really just sitting pretty in that pocket right behind him. Great mimicry of Tarek's line there. Nice aggressive run from Margaritas. I want to give a quick shout out to recognize the hardworking teams behind the scenes. Thank you to Track Safety and Staffing by Race Club Fabrication, keeping every round safe and smooth. Media managed by Low-Eye, capturing every smoky slide and close battle out here. Competition zones are laid out by Cat Daddy Tuning, where the action gets real. These guys are thrown into these zones, transitioning through these inner clips, and looking great while doing it. And of course, a massive thank you to our track staff, our volunteers, and our judges who work tirelessly in this horrid heat that we have out here at Apple Valley Speedway to ensure fair, unbiased results every round. Now, UDC is a bit different. We've taken the guesswork out of this, out of judging by using, good data, statistics, and, putting the zones, marking the zones very specifically to make it easier for the judges to break it down. We've got FPV drones out here. We've got the live stream for reference. So ideally these judges, we don't do one more times. We do ties. We can do a tie up or a tie down, but we don't do one more times. And Margaritas is going to get the win for that previous battle. Nate Pena in the lead, Chester Wiesel in the chase. Nate looking solid in the lead there in that 350Z. We got some Z on Z action. Chester is our youngest driver right here at only 13 years old. Nate dipping off track, looking a little sketchy there through that final outer zone, but holding it together. going to switch positions. Chester's going to be in the lead. Nate's going to be in the chase. Let's see these guys throw it back. Chester with a nice flick entry into outer zone 1, filling that zone, transitioning now into outer zone 2. Nate's doing a great job of transitioning well behind him in that pocket. Great proximity there. Looking solid through the last outer zone. Nate's applying the pressure door to door, nearly kissing that silver 350Z. Looking good. Looking very good. What's up, Angel? I see you in the chat. How we doing? Up next, we've got Pac-Man, Francisco, Mr. Pac Performance, and that Fox Body Mustang. Everyone go give Pac some love today. And next to him, is that Will? I can't even see the other car picture. And yep, if I would just look at the live stream with the drone, I can see that is Will Poussaint in that S13 right next to him. Michael Cruz says that's a nice S13. Yes, it is a very nice S13. Definitely one of the more, in my opinion, stylish cars out here at UDC. It's pretty rad. SR20, top mount turbo. I think it's top mount. I don't think he's factory turbo. I don't know. I might be incorrect. But the car boogies, it's fun. I drove it at Orange Show Speedway, did a couple laps. It's great. All right, waiting on staff to send drivers. Come on, let's get it. Oh, and Chester is going to end up getting the win on that run with Nate. Alrighty, back to the laps. We've got Will Poussaint in the lead in that S13. We've got Francisco in the chase, Negretti in the chase, and Will with a big mistake on entry, dipping tires, straightening out. Can he pull it together and do the rest of the course? That doesn't necessarily gain him a 0 because let's not count him out here on that entry mistake because they switch positions in Pac-Man's lead run. If Pac-Man does the same thing or makes the same mistake or a greater mistake, then that equalizes things. Man, I can't talk right now. That equalizes things, and we'll see how it goes. How far are we into battles? It's looking like we're nearing close to the end of this session, potentially. Alright, Pac-Man in the lead, Will in the chase, Pac with a nice fluid e-brake entry there, filling outer zone 1, transitioning now, pushing out outer zone 2. Dirt drop and extending to touch and go 1 with a quick snap transition to touch and go 2, and they're going to push out to OZ3. Now, despite the lack of proximity there, Will kind of got gapped. However, the chase driver isn't necessarily judged based off of, proximity, more so how well they're mirroring that lead line and lead driver. The chase driver could be 3 car lengths behind the lead driver, but as long as they do a good job of placing their vehicle where the lead car was and following that line and angle, then they have a good job. They have a good chance at, still taking the win. And Pac-Man is going to take the win in the Fox Body Mustang. Up next, T-Bird, Mr. Tim in that Power Nation Performance Infinity G35, and Mr. Joseph Klein in the chase in that red and black Nissan 350Z. switch positions. Or they don't. Yeah, very well. Oh my goodness. Space now. I need to eat some food. My tummy's empty. Getting fuzzy brain. Alright, with the reinitiation there by Joseph. Oh! And T-Bird is going to unfortunately mess his car up. Looks like he broke a wheel on initiation. Got very aggressive there. Hit Joseph on initiation. Broke a wheel. D-beated that passenger front tire. I can see him shaking his head. He's a little upset there. Oh man, that is unfortunate. Thankfully, that'll be an easy fix, ideally. Swap the wheel, swap the tire. I think I can see a chunk taken out of the wheel. Shoot. What's up, brother? And we've got Mr. Eric Cagney joining me in here. He is one of our drivers in A group today, driving the... Oh, will you turn your phone off? It's all good. Driving the white BMW E30 with the LS swap. How are we doing today, Eric?
Doing good. Just watching the stream and
enjoying
the production.
How are you feeling about the course layout and how things are going so far?
Really better than yesterday.
Yeah? Now, did you drive the 46 yesterday and the E30 today? Or no, you drove the E30. You're driving... Yeah, like hold it like close to your like eat it basically.
Okay, there we go. Is that good?
Yeah. So did you drive the E30 yesterday and today, or have you been switching off cars?
Well, I drove the E46 just to get a few practice runs on both days, but in comp I've only driven the E30.
Oh, okay, cool. And how's the E30 feeling so far?
It's great. It's a more difficult chassis to get used to.
Okay.
The E46 is a little bit more snappy. It's more of a pickle, I'd say, especially with the power it has.
Right,
in comparison to the 46, but
because it's still a sedan E30, right?
Yes.
Is it a shorter wheelbase than the 46 still, or?
It is.
Oh, okay. So even though the E36 is a coupe, the sedan E30 is still a shorter wheelbase?
Correct. And
interesting.
I believe the sedans and the coupes of all of them are very similar in wheelbase, so it doesn't really matter what you have.
And into this next battle, we've got Elliot Bright in the lead in that black Toyota GT86, and John Player in the chase in that slide Tide-themed Mustang.
I saw one of the Mustangs runs earlier, and it was just outstanding. For that big car, he was putting it everywhere it needed to be.
Yeah, so he's been very consistent, looking good today so far. How's the heat been on your car so far today?
Good.
Yeah?
As far as temp-wise?
Yeah, temp-wise and tire.
I think the engine is far cooler than the cockpit.
Oh, yeah, I bet it's freaking hot in the car.
An hour sitting out there on grid in just staying in your helmet and everything.
Yeah, with the car running and in your helmet. Yeah, not great. Not great at all.
But for this time of year, we got really lucky out here. Out here, it should be around the hundreds right now. It's kind of only in the 90s.
It's like 90, 95-ish.
Great day.
How's your tire life been?
Perfect. This layout, this track is far better than Willow and Orange Show. So, for instance, yesterday I did the entire comp on one set of tires.
Sweet. Yeah, Elliot said the same thing yesterday.
Try not to talk through their runs.
Elliot with a little bit of a bobble through the last OZ, but looking good. I know that John and the Mustang kind of dipped off track from Outer Zone 2 to the touch and go, so both drivers had their hiccups. I'm curious to see what the judges' response will be. What level of driving would you consider this? Grassroots, Pro-Am? I would consider this more of a grassroots competitive environment to funnel into Pro-Am. However, okay, so that's kind of the divider. We've got 215 series, which is more so grassroots. And then 235, more so Pro-Am. Because we've got Pro-Am guys driving 235. We've got grassroots guys and more street cars driving 215. So that's how I would consider it. It's kind of the best of both worlds. So like if you want to come out and you want to get experience and drive with some better drivers, drive with some guys that are still learning, if you yourself are still learning, this could be your first time. We've had guys come out that it's their first time tandeming and they sign up for 215 and they come out and kill it. So it doesn't really matter how much seat time you have, because another benefit of UDC is the amount of seat time that you're going to get. we've got 2 run groups that you'll drive in, and we've got finals. In each run group, you're getting 5 battles, which is 10 laps. And if you make it into finals, you're getting another 5 battles, which is another 10 laps. So you're potentially getting 30 laps of competitive driving on top of open track time for practice. And at the end of the day, when we finish out the comp, we'll have open track time for more fun practice laps as well. So if you're looking for a series to come out and get a ton of seat time in, sign up for UDC, come out and drive. We got Philly in the lead in that 370Z, Dana in the chase in that E46. Look at these guys throwing down. And I just got another message from Elliot on his previous run. It's looking like he just shredded another supercharger belt. Man, that freaking sucks. Shane said, we look like twins with the cowboy hat and sunglasses. Yeah. Oh, yeah, your boy Shane has been showing much love for you.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I saw my mom's in the chat. Mom, love you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep, your mom's in the chat. Yep, shout out, Mom.
She took a lap out here once.
Oh, heck yeah.
She's come out here a couple times.
Okay.
And a few times, actually, and watched me drift. And she's always like, you're really good. I'm like, well, come for a ride. Absolutely not. You know, wanted nothing to do with it. So I finally got her to go in the car. And we go around once, and I was kind of easy, and she was not liking it. I go, what's the problem? Are you in pain or are you scared? She goes, I'm scared. I'm like, well, let's just try it. And we did.
And so Dana in the lead, Philly in the chase there. Dana throwing it saucy, filling that first outer zone, transitioning well into OZ2. Philly doing a great job of mimicking that lead line, very fluid in the chase behind him. Philly's just been a robot today so far. A little bit of a bobble through the last OZ, but all in all, both drivers are killing it.
So I decided to do a full lap with my mom, send it as smooth as I could, but as fast as I could, and we got to the back straightaway, and she goes, let's do that again.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's awesome. That's my favorite thing is like when you take somebody for a ride along and they're scared, they've never done it before, and then you do kind of like one easy lap, and then you look over and they're just stoked, and they're like, do it again, do it again. So you take them out for another one, and then they're even more hyped because then you can like do a more confident, harder charging style lap the second time. And yeah, I love giving people their first ride along and you know, exposing people to the drifting experience.
That's definitely one of the highlights of doing this, is especially getting the first ride along.
Absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
You know that you're going to send it smooth, and to the outside viewer, if you haven't seen it before or haven't been in the car before, it looks violent. It looks like it's going to be
it does look violent,
whipping you around, and it's not going to be fun. But you get in there, and if the person's applying the power correctly, you are just floating. You're just ice skating. It's better than a roller coaster. Safer.
Oh yes.
I mean, autocross and all those other types of racing is fine, but I never found myself getting into that because it seems too everybody's against everybody. There's no teamwork. This is great. It's
a competitive environment, and other guys are helping out competitors.
Yeah.
Like competitors are helping out competitors.
But you have
fixing
to trust
other people's cars.
It's a team effort, even though it's a competition. You have to trust the guy that you're running with because you guys both have to run well together. And versus just trying to pass the car or get by at any means necessary.
Right.
So I think this is safer. I think accidents are a lot less common in this type of sport because of that. And
absolutely.
When they do happen, they're not that bad because we're all going the same speed, more or less.
Yes, yes. Unless like somebody parks it and somebody that's not
charging in.
Yeah, as long as you don't get charged in on. That's the biggest risk here. And it's looking like we've got drivers lined up again. How are we looking at points right now? Let's see. We've got Margaritas in first place with 20 points. John Austin right behind him in second place with 19 points. We've got a tie for third and fourth place. Francisco Negriti and Chester Wiesel with 17 points for third and fourth place. Fifth place, another tie with Tim and Tarek tied for fifth and sixth place. Philly is in seventh place with 15 points. Will Poussant and Elliot Bright are tied for eighth and ninth place with 11 points each. Eric Barrera in 10th place with 9 points. Nate Pena and Joseph Klein tied for 11th and 12th place with 8 points each. Dana Hayden in 13th place with 6 points, and Liam Steinson in 14th place with 4 points. And that is our current standings.
How much
Hopefully
did
that is
Margaritas have?
updated.
25?
Margaritas has
Won all 5 of his battles?
20 points.
20 points. So he's got one more battle left.
Yep.
He's probably changing those tires you were talking about.
Alrighty. We got media walking across track. What are we doing? And I see we've got cars are about to be sent. There we go. A little bit of a delay. Something had to happen. Something was going on. But it looks like cars are about to be sent. All right. Eric in the lead in that Prisma Labs 350Z. Tarek Steele in the chase in that purple Nissan LS powered S13. It's a nice flick entry. Oh, shallow throughout OZ1 by Eric in the lead. Now, Mr. Steele in the chase doing a good job of following suit there, not overshooting it, following that lead driver's line, mimicking very well through the remainder of this course. Solid run. Solid run. Not bad. Not bad.
You got a much better view here than I thought you did.
Me too. Me too, honestly. Yeah, sitting right here isn't that bad. I was a little worried coming this morning. I'm like, I'm curious about how it's going to be, but with running this layout, it's not bad. The view from right here is a lot better than sitting here and looking at the view from the previous layout that we did here. Yeah, this one you can actually see everything pretty well.
I was thinking one thing that might be missing is a little screen in here.
Yes.
And like an overhead still shot so that you could kind of watch that.
Right. So yeah, previously I've had like live feed, but I've just been going off of the live stream with a bit of a delay now.
It's a little delay, yeah.
It's not bad.
But it's really, like I said, the production is amazing.
Thank you. So yeah, Mr. Steele up in the lead now in that purple S13. Eric in the chase in that Prisma Labs 350Z. Steele's throwing it down with a very consistent lead, smooth run. Shout out to all 47 of y'all watching the live stream right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. We really, really appreciate the support. Tarek Steele is going to get the win on that battle.
It's shocking to me how big UDC's grown in the second year, but also shocking to me how big it hasn't grown because I mean, there should be a lot of people here. It's that badass. I think next year it's going to be sold out.
I hope so. I hope so. I hope next year gains a lot more traction. We get some more drivers in for some other rounds. This is we've got a pretty packed round this time. We got Francisco off track. Oh man, what's going on, Pac-Man?
I think that might be a part, maybe a suspension, something that happened with that hit earlier.
Maybe it seemed very buttery. Maybe he's got cold tires.
It's okay.
Oh boy.
As far as the dollar cost value of a tournament, I mean, there are other tournaments and comps you could enter that are phenomenal, but they still follow that bracket system, which you could show up, you can qualify low, go get somebody that's just amazing in a well-built car, get one run in, and then you're going home.
Right.
A lot of money spent, a lot of time and effort to get to that point.
Yep.
I think that what they've done here is found a way to make comps fun, make it valuable to anyone coming in, and I hope that more comps adopt a style similar to this.
Okay.
And kind of switch from that bracket system.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I love the format, the Matsuri style, just hot lapping format, and you get so much seat time here. Pac-Man cleaned it up now on his lead run, looking a lot better with a big mistake in the chase there. Unfortunately, I do think that this battle is going to go to Chester. Not unfortunately. Unfortunately for Pac-Man, this battle is going to favor in terms of Chester because of the, because of the Fox body going off track in the previous lap. More driving equals Mo Betta. You are right.
So imagine if a comp had maybe a qualifying battle like this with 5 battles, and then the top, I don't know, 16 in points go into a bracket system.
That'd be interesting.
It'd be very similar.
And then do a traditional top 16.
Just do a traditional top 16, but give everybody the chance to battle multiple people in multiple positions, and the guys that are at the top should rise to the top regardless. So
yeah,
it would be, I think, fun for, I mean, because nobody wants to go to a comp and only run 1 lap.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I've had that happen to me where I show up, I barely qualify, and then I get knocked out. Nate Pena in the lead, Joseph Klein in the chase there, throwing it down. Some 350Z on 350Z action here. Looking solid through the remaining of the course.
And I'm sure many drivers will agree. It's very stressful to be in a comp environment, and especially if you're in one where you don't get a lot of time in there.
Yep.
You don't get to get used to it.
Yep.
And it just keeps happening more and more.
Exactly.
Something like this, you're so hot in the car and, you know, 10 laps in. But this even took me 2 days to feel comfortable now that I'm just kind of out there having fun driving, not totally worried about. Like yesterday, I was really just trying to win. I was trying to over-push the car, I believe. And
okay.
I think
yeah, you did some 3-wheel action there.
That was fun.
So these guys have switched position. Nate's really applying the pressure there, maintaining some good proximity on initiation, really just initiated right into that pocket in the chase there. He's going to snap transition. Joseph very shallow, missing OZ2, but he's going to push out and hit those touch and goes, and unfortunately spin out. I don't think contact was made. Yeah, no contact made. Good save by Nate there in the blue/green 350Z. It's kind of like an aqua blue.
He's an amazing driver. Speaking of 3-wheel action, you got to see him jump a car in Medford. That was awesome. Well, not you, because you saw it, but
Idaho.
Or Idaho? That's what.
Yeah, Idaho, when they jumped into the stadium.
Oh, okay, that was Idaho. Okay.
Yep, that was Idaho.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. It was sick. I was standing like
sideways
right
and drift and take off.
Yeah, and then Medford has the 3-wheel like Naoki drop corner, to where if you hit it just right, you like are in drift 3-wheeling an entire corner. It's pretty cool. Will Poussaint in the lead in that white Nissan S13. Dana Hayden in the chase in that BMW E46. Will with a little bit of a shallow initiation there through the first OZ, but cleaning it up through OZ2, extending out nicely to the first and now second touch and go. A little bit late through touch and go 1, but all in all, looking pretty solid through the last outer zone.
That was really impressive how he came so deep into 2 there and just carried it all the way through. Good job, Will.
Hopefully he's not at fault for choking Dana up there through touch and go, because he transitioned pretty late there and then was snappy out.
Yeah.
But looked pretty good.
We're just talking about this part in particular. He was just on the outside. I want to see that live feed. That was pretty cool.
Ooh. Huh? Hey, you don't say that. Dana Hayden in the lead now. It's funny, his last name is my first name. Will Poussaint in the chase.
Dana's driving a turbo 330.
Yes, I love that car. It's so clean. I love that he's kept it so clean for so long and still has a plate on it and like street drives it.
He let me qualify in Flavor Express comp in it.
No way. How does it drive?
It's amazing.
Yeah?
Thankfully, we had 2 laps, best of 2, because I spun the first one, but then I ended up getting a 7th qualifying score in it.
Oh, sweet.
I mean, it's a really smooth car, but you got to get used to that different power band with it.
Yeah, does it just kind of like kick on, or is it pretty linear?
It kicks on. It's really good, but it just, you kind of have to with the turbo, you got to anticipate it and also anticipate where it's going to go and get off early.
Right.
Otherwise, it's just too much.
Right, that makes sense.
But my car, the E30, is about 300 horses.
Okay.
6-liter LQ4.
Yep.
Stock.
It's stock, right?
Stock, and I had a tune, and I told him to go back to a stock tune. So I was completely bone stock with it, and it just growls.
Yeah, just reliable. Stock computer, stock computer. See, I've got an LQ4 in my Corvette with a BTR stage 3 cam, and I made 365 here, 385 torque. Yeah, so good jump from stock. And Philly in the lead in that black and chrome 370Z. T-Bird, Mr. Tim in the chase there in that P Street tires. Power Nation Performance G35. Looking solid. Philly again with a robotic, fluid lead line. It's one of the more consistent guys out here this weekend.
Anybody watching Hayden here, he doesn't have any like paperwork in front of him when he does all this. I always thought like you had a list of everybody.
So okay,
really good about that.
Okay, you know what? I do.
Okay.
I've got
notes. You've got notes.
I've got some notes.
Okay.
And I've got drivers list with cars. So like, dude, the first stream I was struggling because like there was like 5 guys I didn't know who was driving what car, and I had to go through and update.
It's an Eric
battle.
And
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I do like spitball and like just kind of freeball most of it, and then I'll go through and like read off sponsor names and some other little stuff. Oh, T-Bird with a very aggressive entry, unfortunately overcooks it there. That is gonna cost him the run, seeing as how Philly did not make a mistake like that in his lead run. Yeah, dude, he's a freaking robot. Love to see it. Love to see it. Looking very good. Looking very good. Philly gets the win. Look at that. Solid.
Still got it?
And
sorry about that. No, you're good.
I think we're into our last battle. And then we're going to do an hour-long break for lunch, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, hour-long break for lunch after this battle. Looking like we are behind schedule today.
Really?
No. The previous projected schedule, the longest was so technically we're like an hour and a half behind. But that's fine. We're doing great. Eric in the lead, Joseph in the chase. Eric with a nice snappy initiation coming into that first outer zone. Joseph, the bit of a bobble there, straightening out on transition. Unfortunate to see. Seems like he's kind of fighting that Z. But now he's making up for it with some good proximity through the touch and goes there into that last outer zone. Again with Eric with a fluid lead line there. I didn't realize that that Prisma car is a HR car.
Yep.
Yeah, looks good.
Really nice. That new livery is just
I like it.
fantastic.
I like
that
it.
it matches the van.
Mhm.
That's ultimate goal.
Matches the van, and then don't they have a G35 that matches now too?
Exactly. That's
Is there another one that? Is there a third car that matches, or is it just the van and the two?
Right now.
Okay.
Okay. As far as schedule goes, it's not really a big problem here at that.
No, because we had allocated like 3 hours of open track at the end of the day, and so if the comp runs later into the open track time, it really doesn't matter.
And you could also extend your time beyond that over the time here.
Right. Right.
$100 an hour.
So yeah, that's really not bad. Can't beat
We
that.
can go to midnight if we had to.
Right. All right, Eric applying the pressure on Joseph, door to door through that straightaway before the touch and go. Looking good. Great transition there. Love to see the pressure applied. All right, and that is going to conclude our battles for Z Group. After our lunch break, we're going to go back into A Group for the second round of A Group battles, so stay tuned. It is 12:52 right now. So in an hour, right at about 2 o'clock, we're going to kick back into competition and resume the live stream. So make sure you guys turn notifications on, stay tuned, and we'll see you then. Again, Eric, thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Got, again, one of our drivers here that you guys will see
back in A Group.
in A Group after the break.
So how did that finish? Who's in first place?
Let's see.
Did Margaritas get the full 25?
Let me double check.
Do a little recon before I leave.
Chester has 22 points. Tarek has 22 points. Philly has 22 points. Margaritas has 20.
Awesome.
So three-way tie for first right now. Oh boy.
In that series.
Yes.
Because I got 25 points in
Sick.
A class. So
there you go.
I think there's no tie for first at the moment. Let's try to
Correct.
keep it that way.
Heck yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning into the live stream, and we'll see you in 1 hour. 1 hour. Thank you.
These Prison Lab seats are keeping me so secure on this hill. I'd be everywhere, but I'm locked in with these. I feel like I'm like being hugged the whole time. And dude, I just got these gloves, so sick. These things with the seat, you can't beat that combo.
We're in Japan.
Japan! Denver tour has begun. We go to 3 track days on this tour. We got Mayhan, Bihoku, and TKL. Then we're going to take you to up garages. We're going to go check out awesome workshops like Rocket Bunny, Trial, you name it, we got it. You know what? It's going to be jam-packed. We're also going to take this tour to Ebisu for a 7-day add-on to the November tour. And we're going to be hanging doors with guys like Adam LC, people from Aussie, everybody you've ever wanted to see. I think there's even going to be some sneaky Drift Masters guys there. And Ryusei is coming in for a pop too. And you know it's going to be all recorded like a documentary, so you can see what we're doing here on tour by the one and only Ben down the street. So, are you wondering why you haven't joined this tour? Because I am too. So come and do some skids with us and change your life.